Hello, Blue Tamaloroy.
Hello.
It's good to be back.
Sorry it took a while. Just move that.
We had to eat and get refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
But now, it's time to finish what you ran away from before. Competition. This one won't take us long, though.
I can't believe this.
We're going to start off with Sonic 3's competition mode. See, you ducked me before. You ducked me trying to fix that problem. That might have been it.
Oh, Game Boy.
Okay, ask them, talk normally and ask them if that's better. If that's good now.
Is this better, guys? Can you hear us? Is the music still too loud?
I can knock it down more, but I think that's about where I had it before.
I don't know if just the chat.
You seem to have a case of Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, it's going to take them a minute to get there. Okay, I'm still getting messages saying we're quiet. Do we need to turn...
Well, now... Oh.
Are we still too quiet? Some people are saying it's good.
I guess we could try turning the mic up.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Turning the gain up on the mic a little bit.
Show business.
Show business.
We'll fix it.
Maybe.
Don't say maybe, say absolutely.
Okay. How is it now? Sounds good to me. Okay.
I guess we're good.
So, mic's good, game audio's good.
Oh.
Comment CJ.
It says turn the mic up a little, and thank you.
Think and donate to say turn the mic up a little.
Just turn
As far as the mic goes, all I can really do is turn the gain up from here. But is that better? Now people are saying there's no game audio. I must have turned that down too much. Okay, I'm gonna turn the game audio up just a little.
Just a smidge.
I have to stand up to do this. I have to get off the couch.
Basically, you guys are asking the impossible.
Our couch is really deep, okay?
It is. This is an impossible couch to get up out of.
Okay, how's this?
Awooga.
Got the mic audio up, got the game audio up.
All the audio.
People are saying that that they're just trolling us. They're just making me run back and forth and adjust the audio. This is Sonic 3 complete, yes. Still no game audio? Are you sure? If the game audio is low, that's kind of okay. That's not the worst thing in the world.
I'm so scared.
Okay, I'm going to turn the game audio up just a little bit more.
I'm so sorry. Oh, Common CJ hit us with another, I forgot what it's called. Super chat. He said, for later live streams, I suggest slobs, S-L-O-B-S.
S-L-O-B-S?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that means.
I know what OBS is. Thank you, Common CJ. You've been excellent.
You have been excellent.
Okay, is the game audio good now? Or is it, at least is it okay? Okay, it's a bit quiet. It's okay that it's a bit quiet.
Yeah, I think hopefully we're good
Yes,
now.
yeah, Sonic is still my favorite game.
They're saying it's good.
Okay, as I was saying before we had to adjust everything. You ducked me last time when we played Sonic 2 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You broke your controller so that we couldn't continue.
Yep.
Because you was scared.
Just snapped it in half over my knee.
Good audio and Knuckles.
Oh.
Common CJ!
You champion!
You're being so generous that you're interrupting our bit.
But we do not mind.
Not at all. Thank you so much. Okay. But this time, we're gonna play Sonic 3's competition mode, and you're going down! Just like you went down in that game of basketball.
I ruled that game of basketball. From like 15 years in the past.
No, she really did kick my ass at NBA Jam one time.
Oh, yeah, I totally did.
Oh man, it was embarrassing.
my one continuous reign of power.
28 years of Bridge Zone, man, that's what I should have called this.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out something big to do for the 30th. Maybe I'll just celebrate 30 years of Bridge Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to remember
Play
that.
nothing but Bridge Zone. Find Bridge Zone hacks.
There's like only one game that Bridge Zone is in, though. Alright, anyway, Grand Prix mode, Sonic 3, competition, look out, select your character.
KK. I'm gonna be Tails Chan.
You hit the B button, that goes back.
That hit the A button.
On the Genesis controller, you hit the B button. Use the start button. There you go. Alright, this is a lot... The competition mode in Sonic 3 is a lot
Fault.
Yeah, you went before the countdown. You can't cross this barrier before the countdown.
I didn't know.
The competition mode in Sonic 3 is a lot simpler than the one in Sonic 2, to say the least. Instead of playing through like the actual levels from the real game, you just play through these very quick little racetracks. On the bright side, all of the stages have like their own custom art and some really good music.
God.
But it's not really... We never played this one nearly as much. Common CJ, being awesome again, says, hinting into super geeks is prohibited in this game. So, the level just loops on itself over and over again.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
And the first person to loop it 5 times wins.
Oh, that's what... What? I went right when it hit the thing!
It has to say go.
Stupid.
On the bright side, you can fly.
I mean, that's true.
In Sonic 2,
forgot I could do that.
In Sonic 2, Sonic and Tails had basically the same abilities. Tails was a little shorter and more prone to glitchiness, but... What's weird, though, is that Sonic, he still makes the little insta-shield sound effect, but he doesn't actually visually have an insta-shield. And also, Knuckles can't glide, he just always has the insta-shield. Which I suppose did, like, when Sonic 3 was just, like, Sonic 3 by itself, that did prevent us from learning, like, what Knuckles' abilities were going to be. I had no idea he could glide or climb walls until Sonic and Knuckles actually came out. Everybody has trouble here. You just gotta bounce up the balloons, or be Tails and fly.
I know. No, I want to be cool. Look at me go. I am baby. Ah! Okay.
What I was saying before, though.
I'm so sorry.
The best thing about this mode, though, is definitely the music. We can't particularly hear it, but because
But you guys get to enjoy it.
because you were very particular, the game audio had to be loud enough that you could hear it, I hope. Azure Lake, Endless Mine, Chrome Gadget. Actually, no, every stage in competition mode has wonderful, wonderful music.
Who am I? Oh!
Okay, look, follow me.
I know what to do.
Uh-huh, now, jump over that switch.
Ooh! Get out of my yard!
Uh-huh, and now go through there. Go into the little tunnel.
I know what to do.
There you go, and that's a lap.
Hell yeah.
You can just glitch through the wall. Ooh, I heard that.
Sorry.
That was me, everybody. Colin CJ donated again, $2. Thank you so much, holy cow. And said, when I was 3, I kept faulting for until about 2 hours.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
me feel better. Whoops.
It's hard to get that timing down.
There is no timing, you just have to wait. I'm just dumb.
Yeah, it is. It goes bing, 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 tong.
Well, yeah, I guess. Listen, I'm playing
Oh, you got the slowdown shoes.
No! I'm playing a Sonic game against you. I'm pretty much just fighting the inevitable right now.
I'm sure you've won some aspect of a Sonic game against me before. Now you have speed up.
Whoa!
No, when we played Sonic 2 earlier, you totally won, like, one loop of the special stage and the first act of Emerald Hill.
Look at me go.
You're on fire, basically.
I'm redeemed. There we go. No!
Daisy.
She wants to be involved. Don't be mean.
Daisy is our cat.
And Daisy gets to do what Daisy wants to do.
She's very much a lap cat, so anytime we're trying to do anything, like eat, or stream, or this.
Here comes Daisy.
Yeah. Endless Mine is definitely... This is like one of my favorite songs in all of Sonic 3. Like, bar none, just the competition mode. And if you listen to...
Bless you. Daisy sneezed.
If you listen to City Escape Classic from Sonic Generations, on the second verse, it's briefly, like, auto-tuned and remixed to sound like this song.
Oh yeah, it totally is though.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I?
Danger is lurking around every turn.
I'm so scared.
Just go through the little tunnel. You made it through the tunnel.
I'm stuck. Oh! I'm free!
Don't worry, competition mode is almost over.
I don't believe you.
It's over.
What? Oh!
Alright, let's see how we did. You'll see there, A player, Sonic, charted wins in A, B, C, D, E, and... Wait, A, B, C, D, and E. Tails-chan, he tried. He flew, he was really cute.
The X's are little kisses for all my victories.
Exactly.
I ain't even worried.
Tesla saying, "Hi, I'm Daisy." Dr. Mad, sorry you gotta sleep, but thanks for coming.
Oh. Have a good night. Take it easy.
Let's see, Scrubberdubbin's asking if I would ever do the Mega Man X series, and yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier, but absolutely I would.
It's the stuff.
People are asking you about RPGs again. Hold on just a second. CJ, oh my god! Okay, thank you so much! He says, are you planning on live streaming Metroid games? I'm currently on Zero Mission on my Twitch. Probably not as good as your stream. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said before, I want to make streaming a bigger part of my channel. I think like doing my seasons and doing my episodes takes an incredibly long time, and I think it'd be a fun way to fill in those gaps. And one thing I've always wanted to do is do post-season streams. So like I would watch my Metroid 1 video, sort of commentate over it about the process and about my experiences with it, and then play some Metroid 1 and take some questions. Always wanted to do something like that. So, people are happy we're back.
Yay! We're happy to be there.
And And then I think a second ago somebody asked you a question specifically. I'm going to go ahead and get started in on Sonic 3 here because, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, but I've actually never played Magna Carta. It looks really neat, though. There's, like, a ton of, like, RPGs in my backlog that I need to get to eventually.
Hey, do you want to play in Sonic and Tails mode so you can ostensibly help me if you want to? I never normally do that, but would you like to?
If you want to.
You don't seem very clear, very sure about that.
You're just so good at Sonic and I'm so bad.
Well, you can't die.
Okay.
Okay, you can die, but you'll always come back. Okay, I guess I'll just play by myself.
I'm watching the chat.
That is important. And Tails is pretty annoying anyway. So.
You hater. He's a good baby.
No, the AI Tails just following you around and repeating your sound effects all the time. Somebody asks, why not Sonic 3 Air? As good as Angel Island Revisited is, and it is an impressive piece of tech, but my name isn't in the credits of that one, so I think I've got to give the nod to Sonic 3 Complete. No, for real, I was thinking about that earlier. Like, I've worked really hard on the Geek critique. I've come so far with it, and yet my proudest moment might still be getting in the credits of this game.
You should be proud. It means you're an ultimate cool boy.
I think so. Somebody said, did he already beat Sonic 3? No, I'm just starting it.
Yep. You're coming in at a good time.
Yep.
Are you gonna play Sonic 4?
No. I've done that in years past, but not this year.
Oh no, Common CJ's back.
Common CJ donates to another $2 and wants
the
us...
ultimate cool guy, the actual one.
Really wants us to do a Sonic and Tails mode. So, before I get too deep into this, you wouldn't have to be on top of it all the time, you know. The AI Tails would take over and just play for you most of the time.
I'll do it.
You could just pick it up if you wanted to.
I'll do it, it's fine.
Alright, let's do it. It's on. Somebody wants to know how I got in the credits of the game. Well, I don't like to actually, no, it's really almost nothing. I just,
He's got deep connections in the Sonic community.
Sure. When this game was in, like, very active development, I was just often in, like, the forum post on Sonic Retro, like, making suggestions and giving input and, like, coming up with bugs, or, making bug reports and stuff like that. I didn't actually do anything to directly help with its development, but,
No, actually, Devin Craig's right. You are part of the Sonic Mafia.
But Tittles put me in special thanks, which should be coming up here. Really, it's embarrassing how often I actually go in here and look at this, just like, yes. There it is.
Just bask in it.
Just bask in it.
The radiant light.
I'm so happy to be in the credits of a Sonic hack. Despite having no technical know-how on how to hack a Sonic game whatsoever.
Nah, you made it happen. It was all you.
Basically, I made Sonic 3 Complete, really.
Crack that game open like an egg and you just...
This hack never could have come to fruition without my influence.
You scrambled it, you added the cheese.
Let's see, somebody asked, were you on Simon Wise Sonic 2 Beta SWS2B? I think I was. I definitely remember being on the site itself. I don't think I was on the forum at that time. So, as we're playing here, at any point, you can just pick up the controller and play as Tails. It won't affect anything, the camera will still follow me.
Okay.
Back in the day, the first time I ever beat a lot of the bosses was by getting to them as Sonic and then switching to Tails, who, like, doesn't lose rings and, like, can't die except by falling off a cliff, and then even then he just comes right back. Mm-hmm. So I would often tease the bosses by playing as Tails.
He can fly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
People are asking what makes this version different than the regular one. Sonic 3 Complete changes a lot of stuff. Most notably, it probably is just that it has a lot of bug fixes from the original game and gives you tons and tons and tons of different options. What I'm using here is like the max control mode, which, for one thing, it lets you change your direction out of a rolling jump, so that's pretty different. But yeah, it also includes the super peel out. Oh, and also, I think it has... I never play Sonic and Tails normally, but I think... Oh yeah, as player 1, you can just make Tails fly. Which, normally you'd have to have 2 controllers to do that. Oh man, I just had like a very specific memory. You ever get those?
I do.
Like something
What
I
was
hadn't
your memory?
Something I hadn't thought about in a long time. I remembered the day that I got Sonic 3. I was playing it for the first time, and my dad was reading the manual. And he told me, like, I don't think... Maybe he didn't even tell me. I think he just picked up the second controller, and he, like, took control of Tails, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then he started flying. And I didn't even know you could do that.
Is this before or after you slapped him for the Charmy Bee incident?
We don't need to talk about that.
You were 6.
I was 6.
No, one time him and his dad were playing... Which Sonic was it?
The only one that Charmy was in when I was a kid.
Help. I'm doing my best.
You're trying to embarrass me is what you're doing.
It's a good story. It's cute.
Okay, fine. This is horrible. I was horrible. This is one of the worst things I ever did as a kid,
He was
to be
a little
clear.
kid. He was like 5.
We were playing Knuckles Chaotix. Go ahead, tell them.
And him and his dad were playing multiplayer, and he told his dad not to pick Charmy Bee.
Because Charmy Bee could fly, and therefore the second... whoever Charmy's partner was, like, wouldn't have any fun because they would just be dragged around as Charmy.
So his dad picked Charmy to mess with him, and so Josh gave him a little baby slap in the face. You were 5.
And then I wasn't allowed to play the 32X we'd rented anymore. Like I said, one of the worst things I ever did as a kid.
Oh, you were little.
That was horrible, though.
I know, but you were little.
I know,
It
kids.
just shows how passionate you were about Sonic even then.
Yeah, frame this as a good thing. Kids are way too reactionary. Somebody asked, are you playing some Dreamcast games after this? Yeah, I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and play through all of Sonic stages in Adventure 1 and 2. That doesn't really take long. Somebody saying the stream's glitching?
Yeah, it's doing it every now and then.
What are you saying?
It's like the screen's going all... Yeah, like that artifact.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it's doing that. It wasn't doing it earlier.
Let's keep an eye on it. If it keeps happening, I have some ideas.
Okay.
Honestly, like, as far as streams go...
It's doing it really bad.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Sorry about that. I could try turning up the bitrate, but that might also make it, stop more if we lose bandwidth. If that is indeed the problem.
It is going Sonic Coaster.
We're having a capture error. Yeah, like, this is something I've seen a lot in, like, just, like, game capture stuff.
Oh, it's fine now, apparently. They think it was just the waterfall.
Oh, yeah, the waterfall always screws that up. Like, streaming, like, it would never do that for, like, a 3D game. Because, like...
so strange.
Well, it's because, like, on a frame-by-frame basis, the picture changes less in a 3D game. In something like Sonic, where, like, every pixel on the screen changes, like, might change between, like, frame by frame, like, encoders, particularly for like, streaming, aren't really built expecting that. So, yeah, actually, I think when I've streamed that part of Sonic 3 before, it's, it's glitched there. That waterfall is just too advanced for YouTube, I guess.
Too many bits, too many pixels.
Somebody says, you guys gonna play Sonic Schoolhouse?
Good question.
You know, I don't think I've ever played Sonic Schoolhouse, actually.
Really?
I
But
don't
you
think
played
so.
every Sonic game.
I definitely never had Sonic Schoolhouse. Never really wanted it either.
I just kind of thought you took every Sonic game and injected it directly into your thing.
No, I said earlier, I never even beat Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, but Steven did.
I can't believe this.
Longtime Geek Critique fans might remember Steven.
Oh, here's Wootsmaster says, here's a good question.
Oh, God.
Or Hydrosity?
We're gonna be arguing about this for the rest of the stream now, thanks.
I say Hydrosity just to bother him.
You only... Well, yeah, okay. You know what? It's okay, as long as you're only doing it to bother me.
Oh, no, actually, I really believe it.
No, it's canonically Hydro City. Canonically?! You can say it however you want, alright? It's just words, but...
Oh, John Big Boss asks, what's the most obscure Sonic game you've played?
That's funny considering what we were talking about obscurity earlier. If they even meet your definition of a Sonic game, probably some of the like Tiger Electronic Sonic games. I had one that was like a watch game that you'd flip open. I had one, it was like this gray brick of plastic that came out, the screen would come out on this like spring-loaded mechanism. So probably those. If those don't count as video games, then I guess Sonic Jam on Gamecom might be it.
Oh, Common CJ! Coming in with the super chat again. Ooh, thank you! You're so cool!
You're so cool, my god!
He says, last super chat as G2G, but I'll be streaming tomorrow and got work after that, but I'll always be here in spirit until I can get my Patreon back. Hayo Katai. Geek Ranger.
Yeah, I think he said what that meant last time.
Oh yeah, I think he did. Thank you, Common CJ.
Thank you so much for everything, man. Like,
have a good night. Live it up at work.
We're too new to this whole YouTube streaming thing to really understand exactly how Super Chat works at all, even.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that people are taking the initiative.
Yeah, that's so nice. You guys are so good.
And we really appreciate it.
Ooh, yeah, Sonic McDonald's game toy is the most obscure one I've played.
Oh, yeah. You know, I had the Tails one from the original line, the 2003, I think, Happy Meal line. Well, technically, Kalen got it. But he gave it to me eventually, I think.
I had the blue one. That little X on.
Trying to think of other obscure Sonic games I've played. Sonic Pocket Adventure is pretty freaking obscure, I guess. Considering how few people actually had a Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Hi.
The cat is back.
I'm happy to see her.
Is the Shadow the Hedgehog episode coming to free YouTube? Yes, it is.
Have you ever played Sonic the Hedgehog Classic Heroes Fun ROM hack game?
Yeah, in fact, I have it, like, in the same... like, I have it, like, on the RetroPie.
Nice.
That is a really, really fantastic ROM hack. Check that one out if you haven't. It's Sonic 1 and 2, but you play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all at the same time. And you can switch between them freely.
Nice.
And, you know, complete with, like, all of their abilities. The levels are changed to accommodate, like, Knuckles-specific routes. The stages also have, like, the Sonic 3's elemental shields in them. And you can go directly from Sonic 1 and 2. You can also, like, collect both sets of Chaos Emeralds at the same time. When you get 1, you become Super. When you get 2, you become Hyper. And, bonus, the Chaotix are all playable as a team, too. SVO, Vector, and Charmy. Of course, don't pick Charmy, or I will slap you in the face.
It's the new channel rule.
Sonic X on Leapster. I always wanted to play that one. What a weird game.
You did want to play that.
I almost got a Leapster on eBay a couple of months ago. But I didn't win the bid, and I missed out on it. But yeah. The funny thing about the Sonic Leapster game is that it actually uses modified sprites from Sonic 3. Which I guess is another indication of what I talked about during the Advanced season, about how, like, for a time there was no differentiation whatsoever between classic Sonic and modern Sonic.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Indeed.
Daisy, I'm sorry. There's no room on this lap right now.
Yeah, the cat wants on your lap.
Daisy wants to play Sonic.
Daisy can play Sonic if she wants to. We should clarify, the cat is not actually named for Hi, I'm Daisy from off of Super Mario Brothers.
No, it was actually already her name when we adopted her.
Yeah.
That's right, go get that.
And now she's getting on my lap despite the fact that I've got a controller in it. She is so sweet.
She is.
Let's see. Oh, you know, I also had the GBA video cartridge of Sonic X. Doesn't count as a game, probably pretty obscure.
But it's on a game system, so like close enough, you know.
Why did I come in here? I'm not doing the special stages. Man, the first episode of Sonic X is so good right up until the last, like, 30 to 45 seconds. It's too bad the series is all downhill after that.
But it ends spectacular. That episode. Hi, kitty.
Somebody's saying they'd want to see a Sonica Meat Geek critique. Yeah, like the
You like half of that game.
I like 1/3 of that game, but I really, really like it. I like it so much that, like, if you look at my Sonic tier list ranking, it's still A-ranked because of how much I like 1/3 of it. But, yeah, the one major goal of the channel has always been to eventually do videos for, like, all the Sonic games. So don't worry, I'll get there. I mean, we'll probably be talking about them before too long because, like, I think after I get done with this game, it's time to get out of 2D for a while. Let's see. What do we got? Do you hate Link because you always compare him to DK? Oh, I'm kind of just doing a bit on that. I mean, like, basically my best friend's favorite series ever is The Legend of Zelda. So, you know, you know how friends troll each other.
Well, it's one of my favorites, too.
I know.
So you get everything.
I was talking about you. You're my best friend.
Oh, you.
Daisy is settled for getting on the arm of the couch. She's doing her very best.
She got the silver medal.
The cat of the options, if you will.
Can Sonic X on Leapster be a Patreon extensive?
I'd make a video about it, sure.
Ask Scribbadubbins.
That'd be pretty fun to build up even. I could be like, a Sonic game that I, and most likely you, have never played. Wonder if I could do some misdirection shenanigans by, like, building it up like it's something like Sonic Chronicles.
No, actually, the greatest forgotten Sonic.
Sonic X for the Leapster. It's time to learn math. And spelling. I don't know what you do in that game.
Probably math and spelling.
It seems likely.
Or you learn about communism or something.
Somebody asked, do you still like the 3D games? Like Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Forces? Yes, but not like those. Though, admittedly, I haven't played a whole lot of Shadow the Hedgehog just yet, but I will be.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it's gearing up to be one of your favorite Sonic games.
That's probably going to be the ultimate lesson of the video, yeah, that Shadow the Hedgehog has been unfairly maligned throughout history.
Speaking of silver medals, thoughts on Mario and Sonic at the Olympics? Asks Anthony Venuto.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit at the E3 stream. I haven't played a Mario and Sonic game since the original one. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might have played Winter Olympics at some point. I don't know. I haven't played one in a long time, so I'm actually pretty interested in picking this one up. Like, if it's sort of on the same level of what Nintendo's been doing in terms of, like... Well, not Nintendo. I guess Sega actually mainly is responsible for development on these, aren't they? But...
I think so.
you know, if it sort of matches the way that Nintendo has, like, upped its IPs for the Switch, I think it's gonna be fun.
Let's see what else we got here. But when can Sonic teach us about philosophy, ethics, and love? Good question.
Sonic is actually going to be a character in the next season of Steven Universe. You heard it here first. I've got my inside connections. I know things like that.
First peek right here.
Got some hot opinions on Sonic and Sega, or Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. God, I wanted to say Sonic and Sega at the Olympics.
That's what you would prefer.
No, Mario's fine. Oh no! Took a hit at the 11th hour. It's fine, I got him.
Oh, just Andre asks, have you ever paid thought to revisiting the classic Sonic games in future videos? The existing videos are great, but it's a shame they're not up to your current
standards. Considering the subject
yeah.
matter. You know, I have to a degree, but, like, I think what I've sort of ended up doing... So here's an example. In the Sonic Heroes video, I make it a point to like, go off on a big tangent about sort of the history of Sonic special stages. And the reason I did that was specifically because back in my original Sonic series, I didn't really talk about them too much. Because, yeah, you're right. I was still trying to figure out, like, how much of a balance to strike in terms of, like, how comprehensive I wanted to be. My computer wasn't nearly as good, so I couldn't make super long videos no matter how much I wanted to. So I think what I've ended up doing, instead of going to the trouble of, like, remaking old videos and trying to bring them up to my current standards, because Sonic is such, like, a long series and there's still so much to go with it, I've ended up just sort of, like, tying some of those things into newer videos. And, of course, you can also see that quite a bit with the Advanced series when I'm, like, comparing it to the Genesis trilogy. But once I'm actually, like, completely caught up in Sonic, which will probably happen at the current rate sometime before 2027, then, yeah, maybe I'll go back and remake some of the original videos.
That'd be neat. To see how you have improved.
Do you want to help me here?
Okay.
So, I just need you to fly me up there, but avoid the spikes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Go all the way to the right. Hug the right wall.
I got it. Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry. Give me your face.
Alright, let's go.
I got it. Don't worry.
So keep going up. Keep going up.
I'm doing it!
Yeah!
Yeah!
I made it!
Oh, no! You left me to die!
Bye, Tails! Somebody's asking, is Chris Thorndike really that bad? Okay, admittedly, I don't think I ever watched Sonic X past, like, the first couple of episodes. Because, to be clear, Chris Thorndike was like, okay, man, we don't need that character. And because, you know, why is the plot of this stuff always gotta be Sonic ends up on Earth? Sonic ends up in our world.
Because then how will the kids see themselves in Johnny Human Boy?
When I was a kid, my favorite show was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Who was I relating to there, exactly?
Good question.
Exactly.
Oh, King Raiko's asking me a question. What's the multiplayer-focused game you really enjoy playing?
That's a bit of a toughie.
I really like Splatoon.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot
of Splatoon 2.
We've been playing a ton
of Splatoon 2. Yeah.
We've kind of gotten back into that. Just in time for the final Splatfest ever.
Oh, yeah. Chaos versus Order.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get real.
My fandom of this series makes me inclined to pick Chaos.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Team Chaos.
Alright. What they should do is make a silver game, would you agree? You know, if Sonic was still at the point where, like, it was respected to the point that it could get away with making spin-off games based on other characters, That'd be cool. Silver could probably do some sort of a really cool, like, physics puzzle game. We can all relate to Captain Raccoon. Over-the-hill hero. I might be able to relate to him here in a couple years, anyway. Maybe I should make a video about, like, the different Sonic cartoons.
That'd be a good one.
Mostly, I just think it'd be really hilarious to, like, talk about all the ridiculous bullshit that happens in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog plots.
Oh, God.
They should make a Tails Adventures too. I agree.
That does look really cute.
It's the closest the series has ever come to Metroidvania.
Yeah. It looked really neat. I haven't played it, but...
It was neat, and it was especially neat because, like, it was on the Game Gear, you know? I kind of wonder how development of that game even came about, or how that happened.
I don't know. I mean, it's a neat idea.
Somebody wants to know, would you consider doing videos on the Crash Bandicoot series? You know, that's one of those things where it's like nothing's out of the question, I guess. Except maybe Zelda, because it would be the same video over and over and over again. Until I got to Breath of the Wild. That said, I don't think I have any particularly, like, interesting or passionate thoughts about Crash Bandicoot. It's kind of, Oh no, I died!
You ate it! You fucking ate it.
It's the first time I've died in this game. So yeah, never say never on Crash Bandicoot. Alicia's looking sleepy. You guys should ask some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or Persona questions.
I feel amazing.
We've been at this a while, haven't we?
Pierce Medulla Discord asks, would you consider doing a Kirby retrospective?
How would you feel if I did a Kirby retrospective?
I would love to do a Kirby retrospective.
Yeah, Kirby'd be fun.
I love Kirby.
The only thing I kind of would worry about with Kirby, I guess, is that, like, I don't know if there's enough to talk about in terms of, like, individual sequels being particularly different from each other.
You take that back.
Well, no, I mean, Kirby kind of, like, figured out how to be a really, really excellent Kirby game super fast.
That's true.
And there's not, like, man, I know, like...
Be cute and be fast. Sort of.
I see reviews of new Kirby games sometimes where people are like, it's just the same game again. Why don't they do something? I'm like, no, it's Kirby. It's fun.
You know what you need when you're coming to a Kirby game. It's to feel soft.
It's just a super simple, super cute little game with lots and lots of variety because like if you're getting bored with your gameplay style, you can always just change your power.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, remember when Kirby's Epic Yarn was getting, like, rave reviews?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, there is some creepiness to Kirby's lore. Dark Rebellion is right. Oh.
I can't remember what video it was, but I got, like, raked over the coals one time for implying that Kirby did not have a complicated lore. And fairly... I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
There's more to dig into than I was giving it credit for.
Oh. Someone asked who's my favorite Joe bro. Josuke.
Josuke.
Number one boy. Well, or Joseph. It's kind of hard to choose. Well, but if you mean as a Joe bro, as in bros to the Joes, it'd be Okuyasu. Number one brother forever.
I see the chat talking about Long John Baldry, and yeah, man. He freaking made that show.
Oh yeah, he was great. He was so...
Like, when I was a kid playing this game, fighting Robotnik like this, that was the character I was picturing. That was Robotnik to me.
A favorite Persona game? Asked Anthony Venuto. That's a hard one. I mean, I'd probably have to say... Part 4 Josuke, sorry. Part 8 Josuke. But I'd probably have to say 3. I mean, maybe that's just because that's the one I played first, but I also think it was a pretty powerful game. like just the overwhelming like theme of kind of helplessness throughout the whole game, and like the inevitability of like their destruction, but they're all like, no, we're gonna do it, we're gonna fight fate, you know. It's just beautiful. And I love the characters. I mean, maybe 4 has a stronger cast, but Akihiko Sonata forever, you know.
I saw a second ago, HLR64 asked, have you watched Terminal Montage's Something About series? Yes, I have, and if you haven't, freaking watch them. We, not only have we watched those, we rewatch them all the time.
Yeah, we kind of live those. They're really good.
Like, once every couple of weeks, we probably just go in and rewatch all of those. If you're looking for a good one to start out with, do the Super Mario 64 speedrun.
Oh, that one's so good.
It's pretty short. It'll give you a good idea if you'll like, if you'll be into it or not. Coming back down. Had to scroll the the chat up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I did put my money where my mouth was, and I did get Insane Trilogy on PC for the 60 FPS support. No, I wrote to the developers. I think they were, was it Devolver Digital that did that? I can't remember. Whoever did the Insane Trilogy, I actually messaged them on Facebook when it came out on PS4 and was like, guys, I'm not gonna buy the game because you advertised it with 60 and then you didn't have 60.
Yeah, you would accept nothing less.
I know. No, look, I know the original games on the PlayStation ran at 60, or ran at 30 rather. It would have been fine if the remake also needed to run at 30. It's just, it bugged me that they showed that it could be done, and then they gave an interview where they were like, okay, but we decided that we needed to prioritize graphical fidelity over frame rate. And I'm just like, no. Or give us the option. I'm glad to see with the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X especially, we've seen more console games giving you the option, and that's fine. I really appreciate that. That's probably the best case scenario. Somebody said, did you know the snowboard you use in Ice Cap Zone was originally supposed to be the door from Flying Battery? I did know that.
Cool.
Not only did I know that, but here in Sonic 3 Complete, you have an option to swap Flying Battery back to its original place, where it would have come after Carnival Night, and like the cannon at the end shoots you on a Flying Battery. And in that mode, after you beat Flying Battery, Sonic does indeed use the door as a snowboard. Just another reason Sonic 3 Complete is amazing.
Beautiful. Oh, Nicholas Deep asked if we'd ever played another mainline Shin Megami Tensei game. Yeah, I've played Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I played a ton of Shin Megami Tensei 4. Oh my god. I really like Strange Journey. Devil Summoner is really fun. Especially.
Have you ever played Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy?
Yeah, because you said, hey, I'm gonna lock you in this room until we play Jack Brothers.
I just wanted to make sure you were a real fan, you know?
I know. I really like Digital Devil Saga. That one's really great. Good stuff. I'm a big Atlas fan. I pretty much, if it's made by Atlas, I'm like, yeah, okay.
See, Persona Talk we said this earlier, but it's tangentially related. Mm-hmm. Because
Sega property.
Sega owns Atlas. I keep seeing, maybe it's the same person, I've seen a couple of messages though, about a TF2 retrospective. That is, like, doing that as part of, like, a Valve software season, that would be great. I would really, like, especially because, like, a lot of my seasons have sort of dealt with, nostalgia from my childhood. And what would be interesting about, like, doing Valve software is that most of that would be more focused on, like, weird, like, things that I'm only just now getting nostalgic for from, like 10, 11 years ago. And it's weird to say that qualifies as nostalgia at this point. It's very different from, like, nostalgia I have for this game, but all the same. I played through all of Portal in one setting a couple of days ago, and it was like, man, I miss the old Valve.
Me too. I miss when they made games.
They just came out with Artifact, like a little while ago. What are you talking about?
You know.
I can't wait for the hour-long TF2 video talking about the game's update history. There are a lot of localization files to go through, okay?
Comic Book Fanatic 3893 asks, what do you guys think of the current state of Shenmue 3 and how excited are you for it? I'm super excited.
Oh, man. Yeah, I saw that video with the log chopping minigame.
Oh, it looks so perfect.
It's perfect.
It looks like it's gonna be, you know, Shenmue.
It looks exactly as awkward and stilted and goofy as Shenmue is supposed to look.
Absolutely glorious.
And I cannot wait to play it.
Me neither.
Did I tell you, like, years ago now, for Christmas, Lennon gave me, like, this custom-made, like, box with hand-drawn artwork of Shenmue 3 on it, and said that his Christmas gift was that he was going to give me Shenmue 3 when it came out.
Oh, that's such a good story.
Yeah, that was, like, probably Christmas 2015. And it's almost here. Which reminds me, I really need to get to finishing the HD, or not the HD, is it an HD remake? Whatever it's called, the Shenmue collection that came out last year, before Shenmue 3 comes out.
Oh, have you ever gotten into Telltale video games? I played a lot of The Wolf Among Us. That's kind of the only one I ever really got into.
The only ones I got into were Strombad's Cool Game for Attractive People, and Poker Night at the Inventory. I really enjoyed both those games. I'm trying to spin dash up this hill. Give me a second.
I played some of the Game of Thrones one, but I didn't really like it as much. But Wolf Among Us was really cool.
I'm gonna be like Sega was. Now, I hope you're enjoying this classic gameplay, everyone, but if you're not, don't worry, modern Sonic fans. We have something coming up for you, too. Don't tune out, modern Sonic fans. We have to, like, officially split the fan base here. We have to split you into two camps for marketing purposes. Can't just be Sonic fans, no. What's your favorite Sonic game? This one. I don't think anything could ever beat this one for me. If Generations and Mania couldn't do it, like, nothing's going to.
Yeah. I'm honestly shocked Mania didn't.
I mean, as much as I love Mania, like... you know, there are things about this one that I still prefer.
Yeah. Oh, Super Smash Bros. 596 wants to know, have you played Bloodstained Ritual of the Night yet?
Yeah, we got that on launch.
Yeah, it's really good.
We've both been playing it.
I highly recommend. I love Castlevania and Metroidvania games in general, and it's really good.
And I've spent the past couple of years trying to stay away from Castlevania because I know I'm going to do a Geek Critique season on it eventually. But Bloodstained is not technically Castlevania, so I'm letting myself play it.
It's just close enough, though.
I didn't even think about that. I just sped up the game so that building would collapse faster. I have a controller shortcut to do that. The other thing about Mania, you know, people are saying it's like a best hits, and that's kind of an oversimplification. I know you said kind of, and I didn't see the rest of your message. Like, the thing about Mania is, one, it doesn't have a lot of thematic cohesion because everything just constantly moves you around. You just constantly get moved around thanks to the Phantom Ruby. So, whereas this game's, like, island setting is, like, very... I mean, it doesn't always make a lot of sense that you, like, go from, like, a carnival into an ice-capped mountain via a cannon, but, you know, it's trying.
I think it's great.
The main thing about Mania, though, for me is, on, like, my 1000th replay of it, some of the bosses just really, really bug me. And not because they're, like, necessarily poorly designed, just because they take such a long time to finish. And they're not very interesting to, like, to beat. Mostly I think it's just Studiopolis Act 1. Because it's basically just holding right on the controller for a minute and a half.
The Chicken Lord asks, have you guys ever heard of Sonic 3 Air? Would you consider trying it out on your own time?
Yeah, of course. In fact, I've played it before. It's Sonic 3 Angel Island Remastered.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's a really, really impressive technical feat. Basically, it uses your Steam copy of Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a base, and runs that in, like, a custom engine to give it, like... It's actually very much like Sonic 3 Complete, except it's running, like, as a native PC application instead of running in an emulator. But that lets it have, like, stuff like the Taxman and Stealth ports had, like widescreen support and bug fixes and layout changes and all kinds of good stuff like that. Super, super impressive stuff. But, like I said at the beginning of this video, that hack doesn't have my name in the credits. Sonic 3 Complete has my name in the credits, so that's the one we're going with. Also, there's more. I don't want to just exclusively sound like a narcissist. Sonic 3 Complete also just has, like, more options right now. Though it can never, ever be widescreen. It can never do that. Studiopolis Act 1 boss is not very fun. Yeah, which sucks, because Studiopolis Act 1 is one of my favorite stages in the whole game, so I end up playing it all the time.
And Blue Dragon asks, which boss would you say is the worst in any of the classic games?
If Mania, being a classic game, if Mania doesn't count, let me think for a second. Maybe I'd say the, okay, Labyrinth Zone's boss is kind of like, until you get it down, especially, it's very, very, very unfair and very difficult. Other than that, maybe Lava Reef Zone Act 2, just because, sort of similar to Studiopolis Act 1, it's just jumping between platforms for a few minutes. But I still like it a lot. It still takes a lot more mechanical finesse than, like, Studiopolis does. I didn't know they found a way to make Super Nintendo games widescreen. That's cool.
That is cool.
A Tom Hall season where you go over all 6 Commander Keen games. I don't know how much of an audience there would be for individual videos on all 6 Commander Keen games. But I'd definitely like to do, like, one Commander Keen video as a one-off. What would your opinion be on a 3D Rice Star game? I'd love to see it, but I don't think it will ever happen. I think Rice Star is just... It's been too long and it's too obscure. Like, that's one of those games that came out so late on the Genesis that, like... You know, there was already a lot of attention on the PlayStation and Saturn by then, and on 3D in general, and I think it just kind of got lost in the shuffle of, like, 2D platformer mascots. People were very burnt out on them by 1995. And you're gonna have to keep an eye on the chat here for a second.
I am. Don't worry.
Mistime that one.
Blue Dragon asks, do you think Mecha Sonic should make a comeback?
Well, actually, he did in LEGO Dimensions DLC.
Oh, did he? Wow.
Yeah, no, it had, like, every like, robotic Sonic ever in that one stage, in, like, the Death Egg Zone. We should stream that sometime. I feel like that's something not a lot of people even, like, know about or remember.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
It kind of had a high bar to entry because you had to buy LEGO Dimensions itself, which was a pretty expensive game, and the Sonic DLC. LEGO Dimensions was a fun game, but it was more fun to put together the LEGO sets than it was to actually play it, in my opinion.
Yeah, big time.
It's a very simple game.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute for what it is, just like any of the LEGO games, but...
Oh, somebody's asking who I'm with. I guess we need to introduce you again.
Oh. I'm the fiance / bird lady / Alicia. Hello.
Yeah, her name's Alicia, and she was in the Metroid Other M video. She's the one who ranted about Bird Dad and made funny jokes about Samus.
Bird Dad.
If you could snap your fingers and a dead franchise would be brought to the same notoriety as something like Zelda, what would that be? I'd have to consider that one for a second, you know?
Yeah, it's a big question.
Like, the same notoriety as Zelda carries some pretty heavy implications, you know? Do you have an answer for that one? You could answer that one.
I mean, Devil May Cry got brought back from the brink of death, so...
Sure.
I don't know, I'd have to think about that one.
I'm genuinely sitting here pondering it.
Yeah.
I think I'm taking this question too seriously. I'm considering it as if I actually have this power and I need to really think about it hard.
Use it for good, baby.
Like, the first thing that comes to mind is Commander Keen, but that's just because you guys were talking about it.
Yeah, that didn't get quite brought back in the way you'd want, huh?
No, that was kind of like one of those, like, classic genies where you wish for something, but you don't word your wish carefully enough.
Yeah.
Oh, Chicken Lord's phone is almost dead. Plug that in, man!
Chicken Lord!
We'll miss you!
Hang in there!
Yeah, I don't think Rayman has been gone long enough to quite qualify as a dead franchise. I mean, I know it's been quite a number of years since Rayman Legends at this point, but Legends does keep getting re-released on everything.
Oh, Skies of Arcadia. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
That's a big one.
Man, that would make some people so freaking happy.
Or Power Stone.
Power Stone be good. Nah, I think despite, like, not being a JRPG guy, like I always say, I'd still give Skies of Arcadia just because of how happy I know that'd make people.
Yeah.
Metal Slug. Oh, Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah!
There we go. See, I think, because Banjo just got in Smash, I don't think of it as being, like, as qualifying as a dead series.
It's already alive again.
But, yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, that's my final answer. Knights would be good, too. Knights would be up there.
Yeah, Knights would be up there.
Although, like, Sega Saturn Knights, let's just pretend like Journey of Dreams never happened. I don't need to hear Knights talk that much.
King Reku asks, would you call Sonic Heroes the Donkey Kong 64 of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise?
In my opinion, that's a pretty apt comparison. In terms... And, you know, actually, I've never even thought of that before, that I can remember. Like, the same thing of, like, in their marketing, like, the VHS tape that Nintendo sent out, them having... So it's like Donkey Kong Country, but in 3D. But that's not what it was. I think probably on some level, though, I probably wasn't as sold on Donkey Kong 64, and therefore I didn't get a chance to be as offended by it. And that's probably just because, like, I was a little bit younger, and I didn't think of, like every 3D platformer was in some way a Mario 64 clone. That I guess aside from Crash Bandicoot, that really wasn't. But, I didn't make the connection at the time in any case. I love Tails trying to follow me as I rotate around that thing.
He's doing his best.
How does Knuckles afford the power bill for those giant fans?
Good question. Where does he even get the power from?
The Master Emerald, duh!
Oh, yeah, I guess that's obvious. I thought maybe like some kind of Hoover Dam situation, maybe.
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics, yes.
Hydrocity-drolics.
Hydrocydraulics.
You are getting sleepy.
No, I ain't. You getting sleepy.
You just gotta stick with it. It is a little easier for me because I'm actually playing the game.
Yeah.
I have something to keep myself occupied as we get later and later. We're not even out of the 2D games yet.
How do you feel?
Oh my god.
Do you feel real?
Like, I haven't even made it to anything 3D.
Oh, we're doing great.
Making great time. The Master Emerald powers Knuckles' Bitcoin mining rigs. That's good. Explains.
I mean, you know, if you had access to, like, unlimited energy, that's a pretty good investment. Ever think Sonic gets brain trauma from spinning too much? I feel like his body's adapted to it. You know?
Yeah, he's real adapted to it.
He was born to do this.
Alright, I'm a little more than halfway through the game now, because I'm into the Sonic & Knuckles portion, and that's pretty short. It's shorter than the Sonic 3 portion, anyway.
How long are we going to be doing this? I don't know.
We didn't decide anything ahead of time.
We're just kind of going.
We're going until we can go no more.
Does the Master Emerald have Wi-Fi?
No, this is 1994. Wi-Fi didn't exist yet.
Yeah, but it's like a mystical relic. It's kind of above time, you know?
No, the time stones are above time. The Master Emerald is not.
Don't make me deep sigh on the stream.
Look, like I said at the very beginning of the first portion of this stream, the Sonic lore is something that because I focus so hard on gameplay, you may not be super familiar with. So I'm glad we're bringing it up here.
Me too.
Because you are a lore person.
That I am.
Just look at our differing opinions on Metal Gear Solid 5 for proof.
Oh yeah, big time. Thanks for the encouragement, Super Minion. Wait, I'm sorry, I mean Catmance, but appreciate you too, Super Minion.
How long is this stream gonna go on? I'd say. The Master Emerald does give wireless internet, but it wasn't called Wi-Fi yet. Oh, it gives... In 1994, it just gives wireless dial-up.
There you go.
That's what the people want. Oh, crap. Technically, the Dream Pie is sort of a form of wireless dial-up.
Anthony Venuto asks, how many people... many people cite the Dreamcast games as having the best OST in the series, but in your opinion, which Sonic games overall had the best soundtrack?
Honestly, if I had to pick just one game that had, like, the best soundtrack in the series, it would probably be Sonic Adventure 1. I think that it's, like, got the market cornered on, like, variety and on sort of much like Sonic Adventure does in a lot of ways, bridging the gap between, like, the classic series aesthetic and, like, the more, like, rock and guitar-oriented stuff from the more modern Sonic games. So, Sonic Adventure 1. If I have to pick just one. Psych, the real answer is Sonic R.
Well, obviously. Okay, Comic Book Fanatic asks, what's a game you don't get why is controversial in the first place from your perspective?
What do you mean by controversial? Like,
yeah, that can mean a lot of things.
Please clarify, we need more information.
That can mean a lot of things.
I can do a lot of things! I see what you're doing. I always, whenever I get to Flying Battery Zone in Sonic Mania, I'm always like, man, how many people do you think dropped the game here?
Good question.
Flying Battery in Sonic Mania is an extremely high difficulty spike.
Separates the men from the baby hedgehogs.
The adult hogs from the baby hogs. The fox boys from the fox men.
What are baby hedgehogs called?
Hedgehoglets.
I don't think that's right.
In Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, that's what they're called.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm pretty sure in that Over the Hill Hero episode, actually, I think the Captain Raccoon character, I've been saving people since you were a hedgehoglet. I'm pretty sure that's a line. I haven't seen that episode in like 25 years. But it sticks with you.
They're just called hoglets.
Alright.
Let it be known, baby hedgehogs are called hoglets.
Let's see.
Okay, O2Zijin asks, what do you think of the Panzer Dragoon remake? If you already answered this question, please say so. I don't want to be clogging up chat.
Oh, we talked about it during the E3 stream last week.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't talked about it here. It was so funny because, like, for the second time at E3, a long-forgotten Sega franchise that I never expected to see at E3 had a showing. I'm really, really happy about it. We heard a while ago that Sega was actually going to start like, marketing and using their legacy franchises besides just Sonic better. And everybody, of course, was just like, okay, we'll believe it when we see it. But, yeah, Phantasy Star Online 2 coming to the West, and Panzer Dragoon Remake even happening.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Really, really happy to see it.
Oh, Comic Book Fanatic clarified. He said something, like something that is people divided on whether it's good or bad and causes tons of debate. Whether it be fair or heated. Something that even splits the fandom into many subsections of love, like, dislike, and hate.
So, something controversial that shouldn't be. Okay, do you want to answer first? You'll probably have a different answer than me.
I don't know.
Something divisive, I guess, that you don't really see why it should be so divisive.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I can come up with something. Give me a second.
Yeah, just need a second.
I always appreciate the people in our chat asking such, like, thoughtful, deep questions.
Yeah, that make you work the gray matter.
Says a lot of good things about the kind of people that watch my channel.
Yeah.
Alright, something divisive. So, with Sonic recently, more and more I've seen people... Ooh, is there a secret there? There's a secret there!
A secret!
Man, I find out new stuff about this game every time I play it, I swear. I did not know that ring was there. I guess, and this is a bit of a, like, it's not any game specifically. I guess just the way that you see these things happen in the Sonic fandom, where, like, okay, here's an example. When Sonic Colors came out, people freaking loved it. Most people were like, finally, they're taking a step in the right direction. And then, more recently, I've seen more and more people come out who, like, vehemently hate that game because they think it's where, like, the writing for the series or, like, something about it went downhill, or the plot was more goofy. I guess I just wish that people would, with Sonic specifically anyway, do a little more maybe to take each, like, game's focus and idea and themes on its own merits, and not just outright dismissing, like, a lot of games just because some aspect of them might not be your particular preferred, like, focus for the series. Like, I think that's the cause of a lot of division in the fandom. Is that a good answer?
I think that's a good answer.
Now, you probably don't understand why DMC Devil May Cry was so controversial, right?
I mean, I can see why you just would not appreciate it at all. In my opinion, there's nothing controversial about it at all. It's just...
I like people trying to ask
not what I want.
Trying to ask goofy questions because I said that they were asked thought-provoking questions. Is pizza really a vegetable? I wish.
I mean... Tomatoes are not a vegetable, so... With tomato sauce.
Even if it was, you can't go to Subway and say that your sandwich is a vegetable just because it has vegetables on it.
That's a good point.
Speaking of which, yesterday we made the most wonderful discovery.
What's that? Oh, yes.
I'll let you say it. We're so happy.
We found a Subway with a drive-through.
A drive-through!
With a little touch screen.
Oh, it's a revelation. Just knock this snowboard off. Hey, famous YouTuber TGC, is Canada real? Unlike pizza being a vegetable, yes, Canada is real. I've never been, but I know it is.
I don't know. If you've never seen it, can you say for sure that it actually is there?
Yes.
I see.
Yes, you can.
Like pineapple on pizza, coming in with the hard questions.
I don't think I've ever had it, but I can imagine it being okay. I don't know. I don't think I'd prefer it that way, but it'd be edible.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No. Horseradish is also not an instrument.
Actually, recently, I think it was in the Advance 2 episode, I talked about being in an EB Games in, like, 2003. And because I talked about EB games, I got a lot of comments from people like, "Hey, fellow Canadian here." I'm not a Canadian. We just we just had EB games in the United States in 2003.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, dude, if you have the choice between playing DMC, Devil May Cry, and Bayonetta, please play Bayonetta.
Oh, you hate DMC so much.
Oh, yeah. If I could make a game be alive just so I could fight it in a duel, it'd be that one. Yeah, Definitive Edition is better because they fixed all their stupid dumb problems like no lock on and actually had 60 frames per second. But yeah, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. Way more legit.
Somebody asked what's my favorite and least favorite classic Sonic stage. Picking a favorite is like picking your favorite kid, you know?
You're not supposed to pick a favorite kid.
Exactly, and you can't. Least favorite is probably Marble Zone. As much as I dislike Wacky Workbench, I'd still rather play that than Marble Zone. I could probably do favorites on a per-game basis. Let's see, Sonic 1, it's Green Hill Zone. I mean, as tired as I am of it getting remade all the time, it's still Green Hill Zone. The original Green Hill Zone just was that good. In Sonic 2... Oh, Casino Night, duh. There's a reason it's all over my default channel art. Sonic 3, it's Ice Cap. Sonic and Knuckles, it's Lava Reef. I didn't pick one for Sonic CD. Stardust Speedway.
There you go.
There we go.
You did it.
Marble Zone music is nice, but it also loops way too fast. Don't try to fool us, Bridge Zone is your favorite. I wasn't counting the Game Gear games. Sonic game you desperately want to love, but you just can't. Probably Sonic Heroes, sadly enough.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I loved that guy.
That's like your most controversial opinion.
Yeah. At least Wacky Workbench was interesting. Exactly. Favorite zone in Sonic Schoolhouse. Yeah, Lost World 2. I really wish. You know, it's a little different, though. I just wish Lost World was better than it was.
It looks really cool.
It does.
Visually.
Good art design. As a father of 4, I absolutely have a favorite cute. It's the cute one.
Oh, shit. We'll keep your secret.
Favorite Sonic the Fighter stage is probably also Casinopolis.
You're just a big casino guy.
I am. I have always loved, like, carnival and casino aesthetic in video games. Wiley Johnson wants to know, I'm going to ask one more time, have you found the computer room? No, I'm still working on the Dreamcast follow-up episode. I'll get to Shadow after that. Watch Tails mess this boss up.
Goodbye, Tails.
Bridge Zone stage mod in Sonic Heroes. I'm glad you're still with us, Chicken Lord. I hope you plugged your phone in.
Chicken Lord.
Now the topic of conversation is Sonic Lost World.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think Sonic Lost World is, like, mechanically a much more focused, better game than Sonic Heroes is. But it's still just... It's still just kind of taking, like, what people who don't like Sonic say they don't like about Sonic, and trying to appease that. And in the process, it loses what's fun to me about Sonic games. Also, it has a run button. A run button. You hold down a button to run.
You hold down a button to run.
Like, I don't think you can get a whole lot, a whole lot, like, outside of the Sonic gameplay, like, focus than just having a dedicated run button that you have to hold down all the time. People are on 1%.
You gotta keep your chargers close by, guys.
So I saw somebody say they wish that there was a 3D casino stage. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny that since Sonic, aside from Sonic Heroes with Casino Park and Bingo Highway, I can't remember any other time when we ever saw like that stage type in a 3D game. At least not in terms of like a full level. Like Sonic Generations 3DS had Casino Night as stages, but of course that was all 2D. Generations on consoles and PC had like a Casino Night pinball table as DLC. But yeah, it's kind of weird that that never really made a comeback.
Oh, Pimpo wants to know if either of us are into shooter / shoot 'em up / bullet hells / Don Maku / the works.
I love Zero Wing on the Genesis.
I've never been big into shmups. I mean, I like Metal Slug, and I guess Undertale counts.
Does Undertale count?
Undertale counts as a bullet hell.
Oftentimes I go on the Switch eShop and I see, oh no, what's that game called? The really famous bullet hell game.
Ikaruga?
Ikaruga, yeah. Man, it just wasn't gonna come to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
And I'm like, oh man, I should give that a shot. And then I don't buy it. Oh man.
Do you even think a Sonic and Mario platformer could work without just being you play a Mario level and then a Sonic level and then a Mario level? ETC.
Not and be very good, no.
Yeah, that'd be going in like two pretty different directions.
Yeah. At best, it would kind of like end up being like Eggman Land from the last stage of Unleashed, where you keep switching between boost gameplay and the Werehog, and yeah, it just like that's kind of what it would have to be. There's, I don't think there's any way to make those two very different like gameplay styles work in tandem. People are complaining about Lost World on 3DS, and yeah, man. What's funny about Lost World on 3DS is that the controls and the physics and like the way it actually handles is I think a whole lot better than like the console versions, but unfortunately it's totally and completely let down by the level design. Like I don't think I ever got past like the first 2 stages of that game. Maybe I got to stage 3. Again, not doing special stages.
Nope.
Super Mario Bros. Z is incredible.
You do love it.
I do. It's one of my favorite things in like 05, 06, 07. Like one episode, a new episode would come out like every 6 months, but we would always get together to watch it.
So now that Microsoft is helping bring Phantasy Star Online 2 over, do you think it will have Banjo-Kazooie costumes? Asked Slade Zero. That'd be cute. I hope so. We'll wear a little banjo hat.
That would be cool if there was like... Microsoft does stuff like that quite a lot. Like, there's the banjo items in Sea of Thieves, for instance.
I want to have a backpack that has your very own Kazooie in it.
Maybe you could have Kazooie as a weapon.
Oh my god. I don't know, I feel mean.
Banjo uses her as a weapon all the time.
Yeah, and I feel bad whenever I see it.
Kazooie is mean.
I'm like, ow. So doesn't mean she deserves to be whacked around.
She's getting her comeuppance.
Not her comeuppance.
Comeuppance. Somebody wants to know how I got into ROM hacks. Oh, God. How long ago was that? I mean, the Sonic community from almost the beginning has been, like, big about, like, fan games and ROM hacks and stuff. I can't even remember where it started. I remember I played, I think his name was AJ Frieda? Like, before the Sonic 2 beta was even discovered, he tried to reconstruct, like, make a little fan game that reconstructed Hidden Palace Zone out of, like, magazine screenshots. Like, he used tiles that were literally scanned in from a magazine to try to remake Sonic 2's Hidden Palace Zone. I remember playing that, like, in 98, 99. So, yeah, don't even know where it started. I apologize, we're getting a little tired.
But we're hanging in there.
Hanging in there for Sonic.
Fortune favors the bold.
It's still June 23rd on the West Coast.
Yeah, technically.
Exactly.
Until about 3 a.m.
I'll tell you what, I think I can go another hour and a half. And then, regardless of where I'm at 3 a.m., I'm gonna tap out. If you guys are interested, I could continue. I don't think I'm gonna get to everything I want to get to tonight. So, if you're interested and you're enjoying this, I could continue again tomorrow. You know, if you collect 50 rings in the special stage, you get to continue, so I could go get one of those.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
Oh.
Anthony Venuto wants to know, do you think that a racing game concept like Sonic R could be successfully pulled off? Or do you feel that it doesn't really lend itself well to the genre?
So that's kind of something that I wanted to talk about. When Team Sonic Racing was first revealed, it was teased with like the logo with only the R lit up. And the R looked exactly like the R from Sonic R. And I was really, really hopeful that that's what we'd be getting. Like, I think that there is probably a way to adapt sort of the boost formula into a really fun Sonic racing game. And I was kind of hoping that that's what it would be, like an on-foot Sonic racing game.
Yeah, just don't make them control exactly like cars.
No, don't do that. I mean, it should definitely not in any way, shape, or form be a throwback to Sonic R. Although, if it still had cheesy vocal tracks written by the same composer, that would be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Optionally. So yeah, for Team Sonic Racing to come out and not just be like a car game, but like not as good as the previous Sonic Racing car game, you know, kind of a letdown. Who plays Sonic the Hedgehog at 3 in the morning? Me, constantly.
All the time, yeah.
I was doing it like just like yesterday morning, actually. I was like, oh man, I've been working on the VMU stuff all day. I just need to play some games for me. And I saw The Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption and all these games that I've been meaning to get to, and instead I just booted up Sonic Generations.
Yeah. I even said, why don't you try The Witcher 3? It's so cool. And he was like, nah, I'll have to make a character. And I was like, no. You're already confused.
Yeah. Speak for yourself. I want to play exactly Sonic R2. Look, me too! I'm not saying that I wouldn't want that. I would definitely want that. I just don't think the market would want that. I don't think the people would respond well to that. Also, a Sonic on-foot racing game should probably just go all in and have Tails Doll as the villain. Hide it, you know. Don't market that outright. But near the end of the game, it's revealed that he was pulling the strings, ha ha ha, the whole time.
Have you ever heard of Hollow Knight? Of course, Hollow Knight is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love Hollow Knight. It's really fun. That's a good Metroidvania right there.
Yeah, I need to get back to it. I played a bit of it on the Switch and got frustrated because I couldn't immediately find the map guy every time.
Oh my god. I remember when I came in here and you were like, oh, I can't find the map guy, and you were literally like 5 feet from him. You just needed to go like down.
I just kept walking past him, exactly. I'm really bad about getting lost, okay?
I know.
That's why Super Metroid is so amazing. I somehow, the game is so well designed that even I can't get lost.
Do you think you'll ever stream Pepsi Man?
I'd love to play Pepsi Man, sure. Ooh, I thought I was gonna die there.
Sorry, my elbow's itching.
Oh, it wasn't your fault.
Oh, okay, good.
I just insta-shielded just in time to save myself.
No, if you like Metroidvania, you should give Hollow Knight a chance. It's really good.
For sure. Often considered one of the best.
It's really good.
Speaking of indie games, we also need to freaking finish Cuphead one of these days.
Yeah.
We bought it over Christmas in, like, 2017, right?
Yeah,
and we played a bunch of it for, like, a couple of days.
Yeah, but then we stopped. Because it sucked!
Yeah, it's just so intense, you know? You really, like, if you're playing Cuphead, you can't be doing or thinking about anything else.
Yeah, right? Like, I've just been wanting to play soft games.
Oh, man. What is Hollow Knight? I'm old and don't know cool things. You damn kids and your video games and MTV.
It's like, it's an indie Metroidvania game. It's been out for a while now. You play as, like, a little bug dude and kind of exploring this big underground, decrepit kingdom. Kinda, I mean, I don't like comparing things to Dark Souls, but, like, the atmosphere.
Oh, no!
No, I'm not talking about in terms of difficulty or anything, but, like, in terms of, like, atmosphere and kind of the general story, it kind of makes me think of that.
No, you compared it to Dark Souls. I'm gonna have to revoke your game's journalism card.
I don't even think it's that difficult! I mean, it's challenging, but it's not like, you know.
Your game's journalism card also enables you to say things like, Sonic has been having a pretty rough time of it since making the jump to 3D.
Yeah, it's like Bug Castlevania. It's cute.
Thank you, Skippy Gameplay, for the compliments. Glad you like my work.
Oh, it's got some really fun bosses. I like Hollow Knight's bosses.
I haven't made it nearly as far as I would. Hollow Knight's one of those games, like, I know when I get into it, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten there yet.
I've gotten really far, but I still haven't beaten it.
It's the Dark Souls of atmosphere.
I'm just saying, that's what it reminds me of. That's the feeling it gives me. You know, broken down, abandoned kingdom, people going crazy. Yeah.
This boss is kind of nice right now, because I can kind of, like, halfway look at the chat while I'm doing it.
Oh no, we're glitching out again. The waterfalls.
Oh, the lava!
The waterfalls!
Yeah, this happened earlier, too.
Fucking rip everybody in the stream.
It'll clear up as soon as he's done.
Sorry.
It's just too many pixels are shifting on a frame-by-frame basis. Sonic had a rocky history in 3D. Don't worry about the screen, it's gonna be fine. Just as soon as I hit this capsule.
Deep breaths, everybody. Piccolo, keep everyone together.
Alright, it should be fine now.
Yeah, bless.
The waterfall in Angel Island and the lava fall in Lava Reef both screw the screen up. My voice gets screwed up because I'm sleep deprived and I've been streaming for like 5 hours now. Panic! Says Jazzy Spinal Fusion. Or as they say in Japan, switch!
Are you more of a fan of Metroid or Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
I'm a Metroid.
Yep.
Metroid person.
Love Metroid. I mean, it kind of, like, made my channel and completely changed my life because of that. But, you know. People are saying we should get some sleep. We're going till 3!
We're fine! I feel amazing!
3 Eastern. It's 1:42 here right now, so about another hour.
I feel incredible.
I don't know. So, what do you guys think I should do? Because I could go one of two ways. I could beat this game and go ahead and do Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and then call it a night. Or I could beat this game, and then play some other, like, smaller, like, different, more obscure Sonic games to finish out tonight, and then pick up tomorrow with Sonic Adventure. It's up to you.
Let us know. Like and subscribe.
Which Sonic is the Dark Souls of Sonic games? Just be, like, the most difficult Sonic game. What do you think the most difficult Sonic game is?
They're all difficult if you're me.
So everything. Everything is the Dark Souls. Every Sonic game is Dark Souls. Beat this game, then go to Sonic R.
It's what the people want.
I'll never turn down Sonic R.
Finish and show Sonic fan art. I don't
No.
I don't know.
That... Look, I want to still have a YouTube channel when I wake up in the morning, you know? Did you ever draw any Sonic fan art?
Me?
Yeah. I feel like every teenager did.
I mean, I've probably drawn Sonic. I was more into trying to draw the animes.
Oh, you know, you did draw lots of Sonic art on my whiteboard upstairs.
I did. Gotta get you in the mood. Gotta get you inspired.
Sonic is one of the very few things I can even remotely draw a little bit well. And make it look vaguely on model. I can't draw Sonic for shit, to be fair. Like, I cannot actually draw him, but I can draw him a lot better than I can draw most things.
I can't really draw anything. I can draw a butt.
Well.
And when I was in elementary school, my teacher said I could draw really good TVs. So, got that going.
Huh. What was the context where you needed to draw a TV?
I don't know, I just drew a TV one time.
Okay.
This is it, my talent.
And so you had found your calling.
My fan of any fast food chains. I mean, like any other hot-blooded American, yeah.
Ooh, what we could say what we had for when we took our food break earlier.
Yeah, we had Pals.
You guys probably have never heard of Pals.
It's very much a Tennessee, Virginia area thing, right?
Yeah, it's this locally owned restaurant that's only operates in East Tennessee. I think there are only like 40-ish of them. But everyone around here absolutely loves it.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
They're all about it.
Just a big line for days.
Ooh, maybe we could hook up the Wii U and you could draw a butt on it.
I could draw a good butt, yeah. I did peak with TVs. You're right. It was only downhill from there.
Somebody suggested we could play the Omo Chow mod.
Ooh.
I like this boss a lot, by the way. He has a nice variety of different attacks, but at the same time, if you know what you're doing, you can still beat him really, really fast. It's a good Sonic boss. Have you ever eaten at an In-N-Out burger? Nah, we don't have those around here.
No. I think that's a West Coast thing.
King Raiko wanted to know, Josh, did Sonic 06 break you when you were making the video for it? Not at all. Not at all. Sonic Heroes almost broke me. Both having to play it and then just having to look at it. I was not in a good mood after I did that video for a while.
Yeah, you were not.
I was so
sick
sick
of.
of.
Go in.
I was so sick of Sonic Heroes, and then like I'd get to a point where I was like, "Oh man, I talked about this thing, but I don't seem to have any footage for it. I have to go play more Sonic Heroes now." Sonic 06 was comparatively very easy.
Yeah, you actually kind of enjoy playing that game on some level.
On some level, yeah.
Tennessee does have Five Guys.
Yeah, we got that. I think we only have one around here, but we have them.
But we do. Tennessee.
What's that place that, like, you guys have that we don't? That 24-hour diner?
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake, yeah.
There's one around here somewhere.
The closest one is in Asheville, I think.
Oh, man, that's sad.
It's about an hour away.
That's where all the cool kids went in my town.
Yeah.
Actually, all the cool kids went to Cookout, but you know. Josh and Alicia, what do you think of Canada? It's alright.
I would love to go to Canada.
I'd love to see Canada. Beautiful mountains, the French.
Wrestling has led me to believe that Bret Hart would just be, like, Bret Hart flags would be on every street corner.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, Jericho,
Chris
yeah.
Jericho.
There you go.
Edge?
Yeah. A lot of great wrestling.
That's a great Canadian wrestler.
Really. Somebody's like, do you have Sonic? Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ever since I can remember, we've had a Sonic.
Yeah. Sonic's kind of everywhere, maybe.
I remember my mom wondering why they didn't do, like, a sponsorship with Sega.
Right?
Like, when Sonic was, like, the hottest game in the world.
I mean, you guys had that, like, laid out to you on a blue spiky platter. Brett screwed Brett.
I've got absolutely no sympathy. I still love that at the beginning of the stream, I offhandedly did a Vince McMahon impression, and somebody got it.
Yeah. Is every YouTube game critique a wrestling fan? I don't know. They seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah, they really do. It's funny,
really
isn't
weird.
it? I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're right. It does seem like a lot of...
Yeah.
There's a lot of crossover there. It's probably because we're show-offs. We have, like, an interest in, like, being the center of attention. We like performing, so wrestling appeals to us on, like, a theatrical level.
Yeah.
There's a safe way to beat this boss, and then there's a quick way to beat this boss, and I choose the quick way.
Get him.
Actually, normally when I play, I have Hypersonic by this point.
Oh, what do you think of the Valkyria I love the Valkyria Chronicles games. I'm playing the first one right now. It's so good.
Yeah, didn't you get it on Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $20 on the eShop. If you guys haven't played that, you should check it out. It's classic. It's really cool. It's like a third-person shooter strategy, real-time strategy game. It's really neat.
Alright. Somebody said, I think it's just kids from the 90s. Yeah, you know, that might also be it as far as why so many YouTubers like wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
When we were kids, it was, like, super, super hot, so that makes sense, too. Do you watch OSW review? We freaking love OSW review.
We kind of drop everything for a new OSW.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't really matter what else we had planned that day. When a new OSW review comes out, we're just like, well, we know where we're going to be for the next, like, 2 or 3 hours. Love those guys. I also love them because, I don't know if this is still true, but as of a couple of years ago, they were the only other people that I know with any sort of an online presence who use Cyberlink Power Director as their editor. Most people use, like, Sony Vegas or, oh no, what's Adobe's thing called? The most famous one. Anyway, most people use, like, the mainstream ones, but not me and OSW Review. We're cool rebels.
You're above that.
We're not going in with the establishment. We're using Cyberlink Power Director to edit our shit. Let's see. What's OSW? OSW is an old-school wrestling review. It's like a video podcast that reviews wrestling shows, and it's freaking wonderful.
Yeah. Those are some funny Irishmen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just did a series on the Lex Express. That was really good.
They're not done with that, technically.
Are they really not?
No.
Yeah, they come out with stuff kind of sporadically, but always quality.
Well, I think that their approach to content just takes a really, really long time to edit.
Yeah, man.
Is mainly what it is. There we go. Windows Movie Maker or bust. You know, the very first Let's Play videos I ever made, the ones which are unfortunately lost to time, those were done with Windows Movie Maker. I think the first things that we ever played were Mortal Kombat 9 and Kirby Superstar. Tell me more about the hidden world of Cyberlink editing. You know, this Breath of the Wild sequel, I really think that it should have been, like, set in, like, the far future. Or rather the past with, like, with the technology, the Geek technology everywhere. I think you should have played a Cyberlink. That would have been really good. She's just looking at me.
Hey, I think a weird future Zelda could be cool.
How about a post-apocalyptic Zelda? I'm always saying, why aren't more games set in a post-apocalyptic future?
That's not what I meant!
God, E3, like every other trailer, it's like, post-apocalyptic.
At least everything's not zombies anymore, although most things are still zombies.
Look, the whole zombie thing peaked with Left 4 Dead. And then it just kept going and going and going. Cyberlink 2077, yeah. Maybe I'll edit a video about Cyberlink 2077 using Cyberlink Power Director.
How deep can this rabbit hole go?
Somebody asked, did you watch Stomping Ground? Did anyone?
Yeah, you know, Wind Waker is post-apocalyptic in a way. That's true.
It is, yeah.
But it's not post-apocalyptic in that way, you know what I mean? That way in which everything is post-apocalyptic.
It's a very pretty, sad wasteland.
Yeah. But one that people have people are doing alright, you know? Society's kind of rebuilt itself.
Yeah, it's not just, like, directly after the calamity.
Yeah, it's not like Mad Max, zombie, brown, you know?
Yeah. Legend of Zelda Cyberpunk 2077.
It could be cool.
I like how the topic of conversation is now just turned to other things that sort of sound like Cyberlink Power Director.
Yeah.
That spike always gets me.
I'm sorry.
Like, you're trapped in the elevator and, like, a spike comes down.
Let's take it to court.
Who would I be suing exactly?
The spike.
Sega Technical Institute circa 1994?
The spike will represent itself.
You're getting real sleepy.
No, I ain't. You know I am.
Skyward bored! Damn right.
Yeah. Big time. Except for that one cool little level.
Yeah, and that means more coming from you than coming from me, because you're a huge Zelda fan.
Yeah, do not care for Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword made me go to sleep.
Maybe you should play it now so you can go to sleep.
No! Get off my back!
Hey, I'm fighting technically the last boss. He's just like 3 phases. I hope Tails doesn't screw me up. Actually, do you want to just move Tails for me?
I got it.
Your controller went off. It might not work anymore.
Uh-oh. Probably just turned on the Xbox. No, it's not working.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Look here! Look, he's doing great.
I don't know. I think it might be working because he stopped moving.
Oh? No.
You'll have to land.
Oh, wait, it is working!
Hooray!
I think.
Okay, just...
Hi. No, it's not working.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't feel like it is. Oh, wait, no, it is.
Okay, just hold right and keep Tails out of the way.
Okay.
And don't fly, because I'll grab you and get screwed up.
But I want to fly.
It's okay, you can survive the laser. And the fire.
Going right. Going right.
There we go.
Woo!
Easy peasy.
Living greasy.
Man. Tails just yawns as he falls to his death. Come on. Hold right, just keep up.
It. Relax.
You can do it.
I can't. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, hit him. Get it, Tails. Live your best life.
Tails, John.
Live your best life. Alicia just beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles!
I played the whole game!
Oh, man. Man, I love that game. Man, I love playing that game all the time.
I know you do. I know you do, sweetie.
Just hold right.
Oh.
Josh Wallen when asked to describe Sonic 3's gameplay.
Pimpo throwing it down.
It's really just hold right to win. There's really nothing to it. Which editing software do you use for your videos? That's kind of what we were just on. Cyberlink Power Director, baby. Mm-hmm. Me and OSW Review, we've got the market cornered on that Cyberlink Power Director.
AKA the good.
Oh, man, I love that game. Okay, so what was the consensus? Do we go on and play Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, or do I play obscure Sonic games and start with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 tomorrow?
I don't know.
Also, I really need to move. Ever since the cat got on me, she's like half on me and half on the arm of the couch. I've been awkwardly leaning over to give her room and like hurting my neck because of it.
No.
Josh did nothing. Alicia did all the work beating the game.
Yeah, finally some recognition. You work so hard and for what?
Obscure. I think obscure too, yeah. Also, man, the stream is very delayed.
Oof, yeah.
It's taken a while for that to come through. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Forget what the chat says. I'm going in with the adventure games right now.
I'm turning on the air conditioning.
It is hot.
This laptop hot, this blanket hot, that cat hot.
Forget what the chat wants. It's time for the adventure era to begin.
She's just in a divot over there.
That's right. Sonic Pocket Adventure, everybody's favorite Sonic Adventure game. People are always saying, win Sonic Adventure 3. You know what I say? Win Sonic Pocket Adventure 2. Bring out a clicky stick peripheral for modern consoles and make it happen, you cowards. I don't know, I'm trying to think of what the best way to play Sonic R is. Given what we've got available and without going to the trouble of hooking up the other video capture device. It's probably gonna just be to play the GameCube version. I'm glad you're enjoying getting bamboozled.
This is a monarchy, not a democracy.
This is the best adventure title. Oh, somebody was asking if we preferred Miles or Tails.
I mean, Tails is how I've always known him. But I also didn't understand the miles per hour pun until this year, so...
Yeah, I don't remember ever not getting that pun. I think my dad probably explained it to me.
Yeah, well... My parents didn't.
Your parents never sat you down in front of the Sonic 2 title screen and was like, ha, miles tells per hour.
The public education system has failed me, basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my controller batteries just died.
Uh-oh. What are you gonna do?
Die. Come on. Nope, it's dead. It's dead. Okay, entertain the people while I change my batteries.
Okay. Hey guys, it's me. Want to talk about anime? Throw your anime questions at me. Whatevs. I'm here to entertain. Oh man. What's the best anime? What a question.
Dragon Ball. Duh.
Well, that's one of them, yeah. But, you know, really love My Hero Academia. Full Metal Alchemist's baby's first anime, you know.
We just watched a show called Agretsuko, and we watched...
yeah, Agretsuko's so good.
We watched every episode in the space of, like, 3 days, I think. 3 or 4 days.
I like plenty of soft baby animes. Let's see. My Love Story, that's great. Recovery of an MMO addict.
Best answer, no such thing.
That's fair.
Like, Wiley Johnson going, the best anime is Sonic X. And then parentheses, this is a joke.
Oh, I like Nichijou a lot. It's really hilarious. Oh, haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto? That's good shit.
Such good shit.
There's lots of good shit out there, you guys. Sure, there's a lot of trash. You gotta wade through a lot of trash, but you know.
Oh, an incredible... It's kind of like YouTube.
Yep.
There is so much trash.
But you can find the good stuff.
Maybe, if YouTube actually recommends it to... Oh, we're talking about anime.
Well, I've been wanting to watch Mushishi. I haven't actually watched Mushishi yet, which is a crime. I really need to watch it. Ooh.
Okay, now my controller just stopped. Okay, there it goes. Oh, dear.
Dude, Nichijou is so good. It's hilarious. Trust me.
Okay, let's see.
K-On! If you're looking for something soft.
I think probably...
Kirby right back at you. Hell yeah.
Kirby is the one to know.
Kirby is the star of the show.
Alright. Oh,
I do believe the plural of anime is just anime, yeah. I have not seen Sergeant Frog.
You are not allowed to walk in front of the capsule. Banned. Dang it. Ooh, this is not the right aspect ratio.
And the JoJo's anime, of course, but that goes without saying.
Do I have like a...
Dude, where can you watch Nichijou anymore? I don't even know.
Yeah, let's turn on the widescreen hack. That'll probably work.
Makes me sad, because I was wanting to watch that not too long ago, and just couldn't find it anywhere.
This is not necessarily the best way to play Sonic R, but it's the one that's easiest for me right now.
Oh, Hunter x Hunter, that's good stuff. Yu Yu Hakusho reminded me of that. Yu Yu Hakusho, also good stuff. Gundam. Gundam.
The chat is very hyped because it's time for Sonic R! No more anime!
Gundam is...
Living in the city!
Listen to me, it's God tier.
Can you feel the sunshine?
I challenge you to a Gundam fight match.
Oh, what? We're just gonna start from zero, get through Sonic R. We said during the previous stream that when we played Sonic R, if we got enough people heading to bed when Sonic R, if you need to go to bed, that's fine.
It's cool, man.
We said earlier if we got enough Super Cat donations, not only would we play Sonic R, we'd sing it. I think Common CJ single-handedly saw to that. Best anime is Sonic R. Thank you, Dustin VG. You're right.
No,
fucking right.
G Gundam is just transcendent, okay? Transcendent.
It's time now. We're doing this. Are you ready?
Am I ever ready for anything?
Do you have those pipes warmed up?
Yep.
You see, the sun is shining on me. It makes me feel so free.
Oh yeah,
so
watch
alive.
Gurren Lagann. That's good shit too.
I can only kind of hear. I'm actually gonna just turn it up a little bit. Hang on.
Oh, I like Haruhi Suzumiya, but I have not watched it in like 10 years. This good shit. Oh, I want to watch Mob Psycho too.
You're just going on and on and on.
I like it.
Let me sing Sonic R. Let me enjoy my bullshit.
Sunshine.
Wake up for the sunshine. Forget about the rain. Think of all the good times, and they will come back again. Without you, there's nothing for me to do.
I'm sorry.
It's a compliment.
Yes.
you don't have to apologize for it.
Where am I even at anymore? I don't know.
Can you feel the sunshine too?
Absolutely.
It's coming through. It makes me feel brand new. Hey, fiance lady, please play Mob Psycho music over Sonic R because it would amuse me.
I don't want to make Josh sad.
Man, this is a great game. Great one to end on. Although, I can probably get it beaten in less than an hour.
You probably could, yeah.
Now that I think about it. You gotta unlock Metal Sonic. Oh, I see. You wanted me to get the medals, too. No, I usually do a run getting all the emeralds and then a separate run getting all the medals. Although often I just don't bother to get all the medals because I like these characters more than I like any of the unlocked characters. The unlocked characters are cool, but like if you unlock them, then like they're in every race from then on. As long as you're playing as Sonic or Super Sonic. So... You know you have to survive. You've got to keep that dream alive. Where everything is free. Can't you see? You're really good.
I'm really good at everything I do.
That dream alive. Many different things to do. There's no time. What a fucking game.
Look at him go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get that second emerald on lap 3. What is it?
Oh, someone's talking about the freaking how many breads have you eaten in your life line from JoJo's.
That's not the topic of conversation, guys. Is Sonic R. Can't you see this glorious bullshit?
No, come on.
Strewn out before you?
Come on, it's anime.
You want to talk about anime?
It's anime time.
I mean, you're never gonna hear the full songs because I beat the levels too fast.
All around. Oh, you guys like One Piece? One Piece is my favorite.
Oh, God.
I love One Piece.
I can't believe that they ripped an entire anime off of Kaizuka Sentai Go Kaiger like that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Like, they're so blatant about it. Yeah, Devin Craig, you're right. It's a tier system. I just always play as Sonic. Oi, Josuke! How do you unlock Tails Doll? It's anime time! Geek critique on the back of Sonic R's re-release. What's your favorite song in the game? Super Sonic Racing. I mean...
Everybody Super Sonic Racing.
Is there... Other than that, probably Work It Out. Probably Reactive Factory. Sonic R is one of the only anime that matters. Cory in the house, move aside.
Oh, fuck.
What?
threw my phone.
What'd you throw your phone for?
I only threw it a little bit.
Wow. But why'd you do it at all? When we're not being very professional YouTubers, when I'm not putting on my completely fake YouTube voice, we actually just talk like this all the time.
Yep.
This is what we really sound like.
Oh, we talking horrible Russian accents.
No, we don't. We never do that. Granny Gorky.
Granny Gorky.
I do absolutely love how Sanctuary Falls and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. A name that just rolls off the tongue, by the way. I love how that stage eventually transitions from the Sky Chase or the Sky Sanctuary theme into an instrumental of this song. That's that tugged at my little Saturn-owning heart so much.
Kill La Kill. Oh my god.
We did watch an anime movie called Summer Wars the other day.
Summer Wars is so good.
Highly recommended, especially if you grew up watching the Digimon movie.
Oh yeah.
And it may have one or two familiar elements because they shared a director.
It made me cry.
It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia's been working hard throughout our relationship to try to get me caught up on a lot of anime that I've missed since the last time I went to high school anime club in like 2005.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. What can I say?
The composer for Sonic R made the music. Some of the music, yeah. Digimon versus Pokemon.
Oh man, I grew up with Pokemon. I didn't really watch Digimon too much when I was a kid. So
I was quite into Digimon in like 6th and 7th grades, but still nowhere near as much as I was Pokemon. Although I actually had the Digimon like virtual pet thing that came out in like 1997 before the anime ever happened.
I did play, man, all those Digimon.
Oh, have a good night, Robert.
Oh, have a good night, Robert.
Thanks for coming.
Get good sleeps.
What were you saying, though?
Oh,
no, you don't know.
Oh,
Digimon and Pokemon, maybe?
I love Violet Evergarden, but yeah, only watch that if you want to have a good, ugly cry. It's one of those shows.
Go, Jelly Donut!
Woo! But no, I played the new Digimon RPGs. Played the first one.
I can't help you. Steven played it more than anyone else I know.
That's fair.
We all need
to
remember.
I love One Punch Man, but I haven't watched
Nothing in this world comes
Psyche
for
Kid.
free. What we want, just you and me and everybody. Work it out, think about it. Work it out, talk about it. Work it out, make it happen. Work it out, we have to make it real. God, I love this game. I mean, you know, everybody in 1997 said, you know, Diddy Kong Racing, and the cat's on me. Everyone in 1997 said, you know, Diddy Kong Racing was better than Mario Kart 64, but what they didn't tell you was that Sonic R was such a huge improvement over Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah, Cyber Sleuth.
Hey, will you move the keyboard before the cat steps on it?
Yeah, I got it. That's the game I was thinking about. I liked it. It's pretty cool. Need to get back into that one.
I think in some ways Knuckles is probably a little bit better of a better character in this game than Sonic. He definitely handles a lot better, but he's not quite as fast. But this is Sonic's birthday, so I only exclusively want to play as Sonic. Which also gives me an excuse to avoid Sonic Heroes. That's the most important thing.
Why aren't these songs in Smash?
That's a great question.
Imagine the remixes.
Hey, for the first time in any game that I've played, I've gotten all the Chaos Emeralds.
Yes.
talk about it? And now I've unlocked Supersonic. Can go on to the final game, the final race, Radiant Emerald, which was so much better on the Saturn version. I hope this doesn't screw up the stream. So the Saturn version of this track, like, was like purple. Like the track was purple. The alternate paths that you can unlock with doors were like pink and green, and it looked nice. For some reason, the PC... Oh, okay, to be fair, the PC version, which this GameCube port is based on, like, couldn't have done the transparency effects that the Saturn did. So, they did this instead, and I've always kind of hated it.
I'm sorry.
It just kind of looks bad. Thank you for apologizing on behalf of Traveler's Tales.
I mean, I have to.
Gonna write John Burton a letter right now. I don't think he had anything to do with the PC port, though. Maybe he did. I don't remember. He's
very nice, so he might reply to you.
I don't want to insult him. Don't. I'm not gonna write a letter to John Burton. They made it this way for a reason. Oh, we forgot to sing the song.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, Knuckles got ahead of me! Knuckles, what do you think this is?
Everybody, everybody.
Yep, you've got it. You know the words.
Everybody, everybody, everybody.
Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around. When you're supersonic racing, running to the point of no return. Everybody supersonic racing. Come on, let your body burn. Don't you know we really have to go to a place where you can feel my heart just race.
I'm gonna cry.
Playing this at our wedding.
I mean, of course.
Supersonic Racing VR! License to print money right there.
I want to throw up just thinking about it.
And that's it. I've once again beaten one of the greatest games of all time.
Thank you for playing.
You know, some people, John Burton, you're the man. Liars. Supersonic Racing clearly has his feet off the ground.
Lead artist Dave Burton. You think it's any relation?
Probably, yeah.
Aww.
Oh, man.
You need to talk about it.
Nope, I'm still here. Sure enough, beating Sonic R only took me like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Screwed up the lyrics twice. Fake fan confirmed. I'm so sorry. I can only sing what it sounded like to me when I was 9. That was literally 10 minutes after you said it would take less than an hour. My friend is complaining about the 2 banshees singing. Look, we're done with Sonic R now. There is no more. Wait, are you offended?
Oh, I'm deeply offended.
Blue Dragon, in honor of you, this is for you, and this is for your friend. Fear it all in your eyes, showing you what you can't see. Reaching hands, you are blind, staring down eternity.
I wanted to say infinity.
Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to something else. Can you hand me the keyboard back, please?
Nope. I'm gonna eat the keyboard.
Let's see, what obscure-ish Sonic game would you guys like to see? That's a good way. It's a good way to figure it out. I'm not doing Tails Doll! I want to still be here to play Sonic Adventure tomorrow. Baldy G5 says, I fucking love Sonic R, and yeah, so do I.
Sonic Riders.
I don't know that game well enough.
What?
I rented it a long, long time ago, and I played quite a bit of it, and now I don't really know it at all.
I won't tell anybody.
Tales Adventure, Chaos. I just told all of them. Dreams Collection. No.
Oh, we don't need to go there.
Sonic for the Leap Pad, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic in Your Face. That's a comic book. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. TGC album win. Got a Sonic Spinball. A lot of people saying Sonic the Fighters. My friend is now screaming at you to shut. Yeah, no more singing.
Fine.
We got it out of our system.
We'll be calm, wholesome content.
Welcome back. Welcome back to my Sonic ASMR birthday stream. My button mashing skills in fighters. If I play fighters, I want to do it on the Xbox 360 version. And I don't feel like hooking up the Xbox 360 right now. A lot of people saying Labyrinth, Sonic Genesis GBA, Sonic for Sega Pico. There you go. Monopoly SNES. There we go. Chicken Lord keeps talking about their Big the Cat point-and-click adventure game.
Play it, that's obscure.
Guys, it has to be a Sonic game. Computer, turn off that noise! Let's just see what we've got here. And drop back into Emulation Station. Let's see. We could play, Man, I thought I had more than that on here. Sonic Eraser. There we go. Popful Mail, the game that was at one point considered to be Sister Sonic. That could have been an obscure Sonic game. Chaotix is always good for obscurity. Let's see. Maybe something on the Advance. How about Sonic X Volume 1? No, that would just get my stream banned.
Oh, God.
We don't want to do that.
No.
Mean Bean Machine. Oh, we could play Mean Bean Machine. That would be fun. You love playing Mean Bean Machine.
I love playing Mean Bean Machine with you.
Yeah, let's play a little Mean Bean Machine. What could possibly go wrong? Dustin VG wants to know what the GUI is. That's Emulation Station. I might have to set up your controller again.
Uh-oh.
Can you do anything?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Alright, here we go.
Yep. Let's do it. Whoa, no! I already fucked up.
The problem with this game is, to a degree, we're both going to have to concentrate on what we're doing.
Yeah, uh-oh.
And that may not be the easiest thing in the world.
No!
I'm just gonna clear this. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Oh, come on.
This game does have wonderful music.
Yep. Fuck. Whatever. Fuck, whatever.
You can tell you're tired because it's just...
When's the pain coming? The pain's always gone. Oh, fuck.
I'm not really putting anything useful together. I keep almost doing something good, I think, and then, like...
No, I don't care what you say. The pain always comes.
It might be... Oh, crap. Well, it's not going to be as good as it could have been.
Yep, here comes the pain.
That was just one. It's fine. You're fine.
Just like always.
You're fine.
I'm doomed.
Should have a more positive attitude, you know?
Wow. Wowie zowie.
Just back to that, huh?
What? What else can I do? I'm out.
Bowser's Game Company Management Simulator.
That'd be adorable. I'd play that.
All right, I'll go up a level. You stay on easiest.
Fine.
See, now I have to deal with blue beans. See, it's just it overcomplicates things, you know. The simple purity of the game is lost.
Yep.
When there's one more color added.
Where's the love of the sport?
So that's what I'm saying.
No! Oh, man.
It's just a little bit.
No.
It wasn't even that much.
No.
You're doing great.
Don't patronize me.
You are an excellent test subject. Oh, am I technically playing a Sonic here? I said I had to always play a Sonic. Ooh! Ooh, you may have me here.
That never happens.
Unless I just get, like, really, really lucky, and I did not. I did not get really lucky.
Oh my god, that's a first! I don't think I've ever beaten you in Puyo. I mean, I did have a little bit of a handicap, but I'm getting...
Alright, come up to my level.
No!
You deserve it.
No.
Sorry, it has to be a Sonic game. Plays Dr. Robotnik theme Puyo Puyo. Look, I think that we can read into the lore here and assume that we're probably playing a Sonic.
It's close enough.
I haven't read the manual in a year or two, but... What?
Nothing.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yep.
It's fine.
Fuck. I'm doomed.
Playing this game while sleep deprived is kind of an experience, isn't it?
What? I'm fine. Ooh, the comeback.
The comeback begins!
No, come back over. Come back over.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Local man kills woman over fight about anime and Sonic R. Witnesses said he said something about cyberpunk. Yeah, Knuckles Emerald Hunt, you're not technically playing as Sonic. You can play as Tikal, though. Just play Robotnik's Revenge. This game seems to, like, freeze up sometimes, though. This is single player, I'm sorry.
Oh, sweet.
No! You're supposed to be disappointed.
I don't like to lose.
Well, maybe we could play, like, a co-op. Let's play Sonic Boom. That has a co-op mode. Play Toy Story. You play a Sonic in that. It's just a different design. I already played Sonic Pocket Adventure a little bit. I don't have a clicky stick. It makes me sad. Plus, okay, this is bad because I've ended up playing this anyway. There was a part of me that was kind of like, oh, I've been playing so many 2D Sonic games, I should play something 3D. So then I played Sonic R and it took like 10 minutes. And now I'm back here again. So...
Hey, I won once in Puyo Puyo. That's not exactly failing miserably.
It's not. It's really not. Okay, I have an idea, actually.
What?
I haven't shown this off in years. Hang on, how do I get to it? And go Steam. We're gonna play... Sonic Adventure Generations. That'll be good.
Ooh.
The Steam client is not running. Fine! I'll fix it. Super Minion, I can beat all the bosses in Robotnik's Revenge. I don't want you to be out $100. I play that game all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Eraser does have multiplayer, but who would want to? I haven't shown this off in years, Joe's desktop. No, this is a... Uh-oh. No. Hang on.
Oh, God.
Sonic's entered his edgy mode. It's probably still running the pipeline. Yep, that's the problem. That's often the problem. Okay, now it should work fine.
I feel like if Eggman fell on his side, he'd probably roll pretty fast.
I mean, we've seen something similar in Sonic 2 XL.
Mm-hmm.
There we go! So, this is a very, very neat hack of Sonic Generations. I don't know if it's ever gotten updated past this point. I can't remember, honestly. But it has a couple of levels modeled after levels from Sonic Adventure 1. Like, you can kind of see, I always remember, like, Emerald Coast here came out first. And it was impressive stuff, but it was also kind of rough around the edges in terms of level design. And then you could kind of see... Oh man, I wish I could remember who made this. I probably just saw it in the mod list. But yeah, you can kind of see them just like getting better at level design over time. And this kind of came out at like the perfect time for me because I was so freaking into Sonic Generations. But I don't know these levels as well, so you may need to pay attention to the chat a little more.
I am. Don't worry. I'm good at seeing.
I also always thought it was adorable how he remodeled classic Sonic to look more like he did in Adventure 1. Is super cute.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. In memory of Kalen. Oh yeah, the last time I talked about this game, I would have been playing it with Kalen. That's true. Oh, I remember. Okay, so one of the videos that was lost to time was Kalen playing this game for the hacking contest videos. And oh crap, oh hey, it worked out. Did it work out? Am I still okay? Did I go out of bounds? No, I'm fine.
You're fine.
Well, I'm falling. Anyway, I felt bad because I didn't feel like we'd really shown off the game very well. Okay, I need to stop doing this. Now I'm doing it again as I'm talking about it. So like I went back in and played it more, and then like made a video where I played it and talked it up a little more. I always kind of thought that, like, Sonic Generations hacking would have become, like, more of a prolific thing. I think I was just thinking of it in terms of, like, well, you know, Sonic, the Genesis games have so many hacks to them. but I think that I sort of was underestimating just how difficult it is to build a level like this. It's quite a bit more complicated. See, that's some level design right there. Yeah, Dustin, you were there for that video. The olden days.
What?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All I heard was good.
Ethan Vania says, "Have you heard of Red Hot Sonic?" Yeah, I played their ROM hacks too. Person who made this was Jake Corvinius. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't think it had been updated since 2014. I think that's the only classic Sonic level. Yeah, it is. The rest of them are all modern, so let's get into that.
Who is Kalen?
Uh-oh.
Oh!
The game locked up!
Who was... Yes, who was Kalen is the better question.
Oh, people. Who is Krillin? Kalen and Krillin have a lot in common.
Oh, yeah. Kalen is pretty much the Krillin of your group.
Are the Raditz of our group.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin VG Master, you are the expert when it comes to... You're the expert geek critique historian. I'll let you talk about who Kalen was. I don't think he's... Well, no. When I did a stream last year, he was there for that. Who will Kalen end up being? She asked about Kalen in the game crash.
How appropriate.
Oh, no, it is Kalen! Dang it, Kalen, your memory is crashing the game.
Cursing you from beyond his watery grave.
Oh. F.
F.
Maybe I'll try playing not Emerald Coast. Who's the Yamcha of your group? Also Kalen.
Yeah.
He was Josh's funny friend who was bad at video games.
Fucking rip.
Oh. Now the hub won't even load. If somebody wants to link in the chat to Underwater Marble Zone. I heard that. Trust your feelings, got to live and learn.
Who is the Dark Souls of your group?
Gonna give this one more time.
Kalen's more of an idea than a person, yeah.
Come on. You can do it. Okay. We've loaded the hub. Will Mystic Ruins work?
Mystic Ruins, what does it mean?
Mystic Ruins appears to be holding up, at least so far. This has one of your favorite Sonic songs.
I love this weird ass song.
I remember when I was first playing Sonic Adventure 1, like, on my, like, old CRT TV speakers, like, every time it got to that part of the song that's like, like, man, that would just, like, blow out my speakers and it would buzz and vibrate.
I think he blew out my left eardrum.
You're welcome. I wanted to give you the authentic experience, you see.
Thank you.
I'm gonna slow down at this part. It's the safest way to do it.
No, we have not played Sonic Mania in this stream.
No, well, I'm saving... Tomorrow, whenever I get to the end, I'm saving either Sonic Mania or Sonic Generations for last. Probably Generations. I still think that's kind of like the definitive Sonic birthday game.
Is the sky supposed to be red?
Yeah, it's supposed to be evening.
Ah. That's not evening, that's a hellscape.
This is a fan game, okay? Cut it some slack.
I am.
Also, I really like this level, actually. Going backwards now. There we go. Like, in terms of, like Sonic... Like, stock Sonic generations didn't have a level with, like, wide open areas like this. Probably because it would have been a bit of a finicky mess for people unfamiliar with the game. And also, it is just kind of generally confusing. But, I think it's done pretty well, and it is pretty fun here. Like, of all the levels in this hack, this is definitely my favorite, he said as he missed the homing attack and died. The blood moon is rising.
The blood moon rises once again. Be careful, Link.
Okay.
I'm British.
Yeah, Zelda just needs to be British first. She's royalty, why wouldn't she be?
Good question.
Okay, I've done that twice in a row now. I need to stop. I need to stop. What's somebody saying about the canonical birthday game? Baby.
Huh.
What's the chat saying about Sonic's canonical birthday game?
Wrong. The definitive birthday game is 06. It was released on the anniversary that has the same number as Sonic's canonical age.
In some continuity, Sonic is 16. So... Depends on where you're getting your facts, I guess. Oh, man. Can you play the GBA version of Sonic 1 next? And let's see, that's Mystic Ruins. Windy Valley is the only other stage that they ever got to. I don't remember what specifically, like, which continuity specifically Sonic is 16 in. I just remember when I was a kid, I always, like, for some reason, I just remember having the impression that that's how old he was supposed to be. There's something in there.
I mean, 16's the perfect spicy youth age, so...
Yeah, it's like, you're old enough that you're definitely not a kid anymore. Now, 18, by then, you're basically, like, spoiled Christmas cake, you know?
Pretty much just... your skin's dried out. You're a wrinkled husk.
And if you're 20, then, like, you're gonna be this cynical, old, grizzled veteran type character. I can do it. I can hit the switch.
Which Sonic character would you like to grill and eat the most?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Is Tails still like 7?
Weird. It depends on the con. In Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, he's 4.5 years old. I know that.
Isn't Cream like 5 years old?
Which Sonic character would be the tastiest, though? Some continuities have like a pig character, like the British Sonic comic.
Yeah.
Probably that one.
One of them's an alligator, right? Some people eat alligator.
Yeah, Vector's an alligator.
Some people eat alligator.
Wait, no, Vector's a crocodile.
Either way, I think you can eat that.
This I am really showing my sleep deprivation with this one. I'm gonna lose all 82 of these lives. Just you wait. Now, this stage is based on the beta version of Windy Valley.
We're not gonna eat Eggman.
Oh my god. What?
I'm 34, so that means I'm the grizzled old veteran who's seen too much.
Oh god, yeah. If you were like in an anime or like an RPG or something like that, 34, holy crap.
Or depending on the anime, if you're 14, you're the grizzled old vet who's seen too much.
Yeah, true. Okay, I can't. Come on. I'm fine. I did it. The camera's stuck under the floor, but I'm fine. This is a fan game, people. Vector is an alligator. Fake fan confirmed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I hate to admit... You guys have finally cottoned on that I've been faking my enthusiasm and my love for the Sonic franchise this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
It's all been an elaborate con.
I'm not even real. You've just been throwing your voice.
Yeah, that's just me doing an impression. It does raise the question of how I knew so much about like things like Persona and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Wikiped, that's it. Look, I didn't die that time.
I'm really proud of you.
I don't know, maybe there's a reason Beta Windy Valley was scrapped. Directly into the spike. Directly off the cliff.
Goodbye, Sonic. Goodbye.
Guys, have you missed the entire... Sonic sure has had a lot of problems since moving into 3D. Yeah, it's like footage of this. Like, whoever was editing it clearly did not know that this wasn't, like, a real official Sonic game. I feel like I've seen stuff like that before.
Did someone say JoJo?
If this somehow ends up in, like, some clickbait channel's top 10 worst Sonic games list as representative of Sonic Generations, then I just want to apologize in advance.
'Twas not our intention.
There we go, now we're doing it. I think I finally... Wait, no. No. I was gonna say I think I finally wrapped my brain around this level, but no, I haven't. Got it! Okay, it's 2:51. We have time for one more thing. Be right back making clickbait.
I'd watch an anime where Sonic's a 28-year-old host club worker. Sounds cozy.
Got time for one more thing.
I can't believe you killed Sonic.
And it's gonna be...
Piccolo calling you out.
Piccolo calling me out.
IGN Sonic Generations review.
Let's see. You're hitting me in the elbow.
Yeah, well, don't put it there.
I have to put it somewhere. It's gonna be Sonic and Knuckles Chaotix. I think that's a good way to end. Beating Sonic R again! Yeah. Yeah, if you're 40, you're definitely sacrificing yourself to make room for a party member.
Yeah. Probably saying something like, "These old bones have journeyed long enough."
Somebody asked, "Oh no, I have to play as Knuckles." No, you do it. Get it away.
What? Why?
I can't play as anybody but Sonic. Sonic Shuffle. Look, we have 10 minutes. In the time it would take Sonic Shuffle to load, we would run out of all our time.
I can't
Just
do
spin
it.
dash.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
That was the saddest spin dash I've ever witnessed. No. Oh, no.
You're doing great.
No.
You're doing really great.
I got a guy.
You got Espio. Do you know what type of animal Espio is?
A rhino.
No. He changes color.
A chameleon.
There you go. Hit start. You don't need training.
Nope, I never did.
Okay, now if you hold down the A button there, your partner will hold.
Hold.
And now when you let go, you kind of get like a slingshot mechanic.
Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, why?
There's no enemies at all in this stage, so you should be fine.
What do I do?
You have to put Espio on the Switch with the Espio hologram.
I don't want to. Espio.
You gotta use your hold thing.
I know what to do!
Okay. There you go.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, fam. Yeah! Look at us go.
You gave him a little hug there.
Yeah, he looked like he needed it.
If you hold down the A button in front of him, then you'll pick him up.
Oh my god. Wait.
More switches.
You need to be over here. No. There you go. No. What? What? No.
Wait a minute.
There
Wait a minute. You know what I just realized?
What?
I did something dumb.
What did you
I made it dumb.
What did you do?
Let me see this.
I thought it wasn't allowed.
It's okay. It's not technically Sonic's birthday anymore. Turn that controller on, please.
On.
This game is co-op.
Oh no.
Yep. Oh yes. Yes, it is. Just gotta remember how to do two-player. Okay, crap. I don't think I can actually do two-player mode until after we beat the opening stage. It's not technically Sonic's birthday anymore. I can be Knuckles a little bit, if it means I get to play more Sonic.
Oh my god.
Just skipping the cutscene. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Everything's
fine.
Everything's fine.
Much like Sonic 06, though, the one thing this game has going for it is really good music. Somebody asked a little while ago, which one is worse, Sonic 1 GBA or Sonic 06? As a game, I would actually say Sonic 1 GBA is probably worse. In terms of which one was more damaging, it's definitely Sonic 06. Like, if I could make it so one of those games never happened, I'd pick Sonic 06. But, I don't know, maybe some good came from Sonic 06 too. I mean, it got us Unleashed. I don't think Unleashed would look anything like it does if if Sega didn't learn learn some things. Some things, perhaps not enough things, but
why was Knuckles big?
Because I hit a monitor that made Knuckles get big. It's called a Dynamax monitor, actually. It's a really interesting new mechanic that we can't wait to share more with you guys.
Gotta throw your chameleon friend. So the fun will never end. Throw my chameleon friend. So the fun never ends. Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's fine. The physics are supposed to work like this.
Everything's great.
Everything's working as intended.
Big the Knuckles.
I prefer Small the Cat. Somebody wants to know, why hasn't Sonic 3 and Knuckles been re-released in such a long time? Nobody knows for sure, basically.
Maybe they lost it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they lost it.
I mean, Square Enix kept losing their games.
Maybe they lost it. If this game has a Dynamax monitor, does that mean only half the characters are in the game? See, this is another great example of a special stage. Leveraging the infinite power of the 32X to make something truly incredible.
This is gonna make me throw up.
With amazement. At how lifelike these graphics are, you mean. Welcome back to Sonic ASMR.
Oh, sorry.
Moral of the story, if it's called Sonic the Hedgehog and it isn't on Sega hardware, it's bad. That's a good point. Sonic GBA, Sonic 06, and now the Sonic movie are all called Sonic the Hedgehog. My neck really hurts from leaning over to accommodate this cat for hours.
I'll get you a big ice cube.
Thank you. Where are you gonna get that?
The ice cube store.
Okay. What time is it? 2:59! I'm not gonna get to play as Sonic, am I?
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna leave the special no, okay, there we go. I was at the end anyway. Yay!
There you go.
We're gonna play one stage of this. Somebody says Sonic 06 is the room of video games. There it is, 2-player mode, baby, finally!
My time.
I'm gonna be Sonic.
I'm gonna be...
You better not pick Charmy Bee. You better not fucking... You How could you?
I'm a bee! I don't think I'm doing anything.
Yeah, you are.
What, really?
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, moving. Okay, now I'm moving.
That's my it's getting close to bedtime alarm, guys. And indeed it is.
That's the thing we need.
We're going to play one level of this in co-op, because I went to the trouble of unlocking it. And it's gonna be... Oh, thank God it's not Amazing Arena. I hate that stage. The room has vastly more entertainment value than Sonic 06. Yeah, I'm gonna say the room is probably better than Sonic 06.
Probably. At least it kind of looks like someone knew how to make a movie. At some
No, it doesn't!
At some point.
Okay, but counterpoint, Sonic 06 has Sonic in it.
Yeah.
So... I don't know, I think it could go either way.
Why'd you throw me? I'm little.
Sometimes you gotta just pick up your bee friend and throw him.
Your bee friend has autonomy.
I liked Charmy Bee a lot better before he spoke.
How long have we been streaming? About 6 hours.
Well, we did 3 hours before we had our food break. I feel like we've probably gone at least another 3 hours now.
Yep. So 6 hours total.
We did it! Alright. Thank you guys for staying up with us so... Man, it's like 3 in the morning and we still have 161 people watching.
You guys are so cool.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. I'm sorry we got super sleepy and weird and low energy near the end, but, you know, it was kind of inevitable.
And if you don't care about anime, sorry.
I'll be back playing the adventure games. Generations. I'll be back for more good times tomorrow. Or possibly next weekend. Do you think we can just wait for next weekend? Would that be okay?
I don't know.
And I might want to get back to work on the Dreamcast episode. What do you think? Should I go again tomorrow for a while, or should I just wait for next weekend? What do you want to do? We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out later.
The cat's on me. Do you want to stop the stream?
Yeah.
You just gotta hit the stop streaming button over there. But until, thank you guys. Happy birthday, Sonic. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Sorry it went so late, but I hope it's been a good, weird time all the same.
Hope everyone's enjoyed themselves. Drink your water, eat your veggies. Have a good time.
Until next time, you keep geekin', we'll keep critiquin'. You just click stop streaming.